Hello and welcome to this very special episode of the Gaming Garnish podcast.
Hell yeah, why is it special?
We're doing, well, it's been 2 years since we started the podcast
2 whole
now.
years.
Wow, how's that gone so quickly?
Wow.
And we're going to do it's a Q&A special. Now, don't worry, we're still going to do our normal segments. We've still got what we're playing coming up. We've still got gaming news coming up. But we're going to do a big special segment at the end with some Q&A questions.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. We've got some good questions this year.
We do.
Did we do the same last year? Was it for the anniversary? Yeah, so yes. We really enjoyed it. So we thought, why not do it again?
We did. So before we get into that, I better introduce everybody.
Yeah.
I'm Jake. I'm your host this time. I'm joined by Brad.
Hello.
Joe.
Hello.
And Ben.
Hello.
Let's get into it, guys. What have you been playing? Brad, why don't you start us off?
Oh, what have we been playing? So, I've created a new rule, and it's a rule that I should have implemented a long time ago, which is...
They can only talk about one game.
You wish.
You get a 3-minute segment.
No. My new rule is, if I'm not feeling a game, I'm just going to move on to the next game I want to play. And doesn't mean I'll never play that other game again, but I just need to get used to, taking breaks from games. So, for example, the Altars, I was enjoying, but I was getting very, very stressed. So I got past the stressful bit. I'm still in Act 1, but I've done everything I can do. All I need to do now is hit the button to move to Act 2. But I've got 9 days left. So I do have a nice buffer to go and get more materials and stuff. But I just thought, you know what? This game's caused me so much stress. I'm going to leave it for a bit. I really fancy playing this other game. So that's what I did. And I started Wuchang Fallen Feathers.
So you started a hard Souls.
So I started a hard Souls game.
To get over your stress.
Because it's a different type of stress.
Yeah,
it's
in the moment
Altars,
stress. It's not planning stress.
Yeah, and the Altars was kind of making me feel like I was at work. In a very successful way, like it's intending to, but it's just not the vibe I wanted. So I started Wuchang, and it's really good. It's a Souls-like game. It's brand new. It's just come to Game Pass, and it's obviously on everything else. I believe the PC performance is awful, so if you're on PC, maybe wait. But I'm playing it on Series S, and it is running fine. Bit stuttery in places, but mostly fine.
Was that down to console heat again, or is that?
I think it is just the Series S being the Series S.
It's reaching its lifespan.
It definitely is. There's moments where I'm using spells, and the spell I've got this fiery face you throw. So you throw this fiery face, and it tracks enemies and hits them, and it just basically turns into a couple of pixels.
Oh no!
When it's really struggling. But it doesn't take away too much from the experience because it's gameplay's king.
Yeah.
I will say, turn your resolution down to 1080p.
Okay.
On the console itself, I found that helps on games that are very graphically intensive.
Because it's trying.
1440 in it.
That is a good point. Yeah, no, I'll try that and see if it helped, and I'll report back next time.
Yeah.
But I started this one because I heard some good reviews. Not 10 out of 10s, but it's a good, really good Souls, not made by FromSoft. And people were praising it for its relatively easy bosses, challenging dungeons, but relatively easy bosses and relatively linear progression. So that's why I jumped in. I don't know who's saying these bosses are easy. I genuinely don't. I've played quite a few Souls games now.
Souls veterans.
But the same people that are saying Resident Evil 4 is short.
Yeah, true. I finished Elden Ring and DLC, and I did Lies of P, which was very hard, and people say is a very hard one. But I'm having really a lot of difficulty with these bosses for some reason. Now, the first few, I realised the reason I was having difficulty was because I wasn't leveling my weapons up, which sounds silly, but the skill tree in this game is different from other Souls games. So all of your level up, so your weapon level up, your abilities, your vigor, mana, all that sort of thing, it's all done in one skill tree, like a branching skill path. Where you choose what kind of weapon you want to specialize in. You can reset it at any point for free. It's amazing. But you go down that route and it'll give you more endurance and it'll give you more skills and it'll do that sort of thing. And amongst that is weapon mastery. And I just basically missed all those nodes unintentionally. So the
mastery nodes.
Yeah. So the first few bosses were really difficult. And then I figured that out and it became a bit easier. And then I hit a massive brick wall with this other boss the other day. And But I beat her last night, so I'm back on track.
Nice.
I'm wielding dual blades, which feels ace. Say, of course. Yeah. I love dual blades as an idea, but in games, I never can get it to feel good. But this game, it really, really works because the fast. Most games, they always seem to be slow for some reason.
Or they're like a very dancey around either target weapon.
Yeah, but they're either like too fast and weak or too slow and, maybe a bit powerful but slow. Whereas this has a good balance between that fast, dancey-like animation. Like when I'm flying through the sort of like normal dungeons, I'm killing people really quick, but I am like dancing around them and it feels great. It really does.
Oh, good.
I think you'd like the Tomfers from Ninja Gaiden 2.
Maybe
they're very quick and like punchy and powerful.
I think I've seen them. I probably would. Hopefully they'll come in Ninja Gaiden 4.
Yeah,
I'll play that later this year. But really, I'm enjoying Wuchang. I think it's a relatively long game, so I don't know how far I am through it.
I've heard it's quite lengthy. Which kind of puts me off a bit.
Yeah,
I don't know,
but we'll see. But I am still enjoying it. I lost a bit of interest when I hit my head against a brick wall with this boss, but then I rested. I came back. And
sometimes that's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Is it open world like Elden Ring, or is it linear?
So it's linear, but it's all one map, an interconnected map.
Oh, okay.
If that makes sense.
You can take a shortcut back to the first level, basically.
Yeah. So when it starts, you start kind of. One of the first areas you find is like a courtyard, and there's a few ways to go. And when you go down one of those routes, it's like a linear path with loads of like offshoots that take you down side areas, and you can do optional bosses or just optional areas, find optional loot. And then usually by the time you finish that area, it loops back around to that courtyard. Yeah, okay, I'm back in the courtyard now, and I can go this other way. So it all kind of branches so far from this one courtyard. Now I'm in the final door from that courtyard. I am assuming I'm not in the final area. So I don't know where it's going to go after that, but I believe it does all sort of interconnect. By the end, it kind of is an open world of interconnected linear hallways.
You'll find that this is the tutorial zone.
Yeah, something like that.
And you can actually start playing the game now.
Yeah.
It kind of sounds God of War-esque, because that's just like almost corridors and areas.
Yeah.
Like from the lake.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, not too far off that actually. But there's also just like little quality of life improvements in this. So you've got your weapon. There's no weight limit or anything, and you can carry up to 2 weapons, so you can swap them on the fly.
Oh, cool.
Then you've got a weapon ability, like an Art of War sort of thing, as well as another. It's called a discipline, which is like a slightly different thing, but they're both to your left trigger and left bumper. Then got spells that you just press Y, so you don't have to like get a magic staff out or anything. You can actually just use a spell.
Oh, I like that.
But if you hold it, it pops up with I think it's the 4 trigger buttons, and you can press one of them as like a hotkey for a different spell.
Oh, nice.
So you can quickly use spells.
You got like 5 spells.
4 spells, it works out, I think. So if you press Y, it's 1 spell, and then it's hold Y, and it's 3 of the other buttons.
Oh, okay.
And it's the same with items. You hold X, and you can do the same thing. So that's all quite handy.
Scroll through
exactly
like, on one button while you're in the middle of combat.
Yeah,
that's good.
Nice little quality of life things. Then your abilities and your spells are all attached to this meter called Skyborn Might. So you get like pips of this Skyborn Might. I don't know how many. I think you can have like 6 at once. And every time you use a spell, some spells are more powerful, so they use more of the Skyborn Might. Some are less, so they just use 1. And then your weapon abilities use them. And all these different things use this Skyborn Might. And depending on the weapon, depends how you get the Skyborn Might. So like the dual blades, you get some by clashing with enemies or on every 4th hit. And, some of them you get if you do a perfect dodge roll. And, It's really,
so it's
really
not
well done.
You drink a potion to get back.
No, you just get it in combat. Yeah, so you've not got like a mana bar or anything. It's a lot of nice little quality of life and improvements that I would like to see come to other Souls games.
Sick.
But yeah, I'll probably talk about it more in future episodes. But enjoying it so far.
Sounds good. Was that all, or
that's all? Yeah, that's me.
Oh, it is only one game.
Feels like my birthday.
Well, it is in a way.
Ben, what have you been playing?
Oh, I wasn't ready for that.
Got him.
So I'm just going to name a couple because I haven't mentioned anything for weeks. So it's not. I'm going to go into depth about them or anything because they're older games by now. I have been playing Factorio again. I've been playing The Forest, which I wanted to play for a long, long time.
So it starts off with the plane crash.
Yeah, and you're on a island of cannibalistic.
The original Forest.
The original Forest. Yeah. Now, the reason I was playing it is because I want to play Sons, but I wanted to have a look at this first. That's why I'm not going to go into much about it. Yeah. I had a little run around on it, probably done about 10 hours just messing, really. But I can see where it came from and how much fun it can be.
I played it when it came out, and I enjoyed it, but I didn't get much in it, to be honest. But I think
it's the kind of game I could have a good laugh as a multiplayer. I think that would be. I think that would be very funny.
Creatures look creepy as well.
Yeah, the intention is to play Sons rather than this one, really.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have been playing Mercenaries 2 on the 360.
Nice.
I just have to say, if anybody's got the capability of playing it, go and play it. It doesn't look great, but God, it's fun.
Is that on an actual 360 or on your Steam Deck?
I'm emulated on my Steam Deck, actually. But I do have the game in the loft, it turns out.
Oh, nice.
I went and looked the other day. I didn't. Cool. I thought I'd lost it. If I'm honest, that's why I didn't fire it up. So the Steam Deck doesn't quite handle it. It gets as hot as the sun to run it. Wow. I guess it's the 360 emulator that's pushing it hard.
It's a relatively recent generation for emulation.
Yeah, and it gets very, very hot and probably lasts about an hour-ish.
Oh wow!
In battery. So I tend to do about 40-minute bursts and then turn it back off again.
Can you play it docked?
Yes, I have actually just set that up in my house. I didn't put any pictures on because I broke my TV. I won't want to talk about it.
He was playing the Nintendo Wii.
I put a shelf up, went to move it. The dog got under my feet, and I sort of gripped it too hard and cracked the screen.
I know. That's a humble brag with your grip strength in there.
Flexes.
Yeah.
And so I have a new TV coming tomorrow. I won't talk about that either. The other game I've been playing, which I have been looking forward to and haven't had the quality experience yet because I'm playing it on a cracked TV, but Grounded 2.
Yeah, I saw you.
Been really looking forward to it.
Forgot that was out already.
Really good so far.
You love the first one, so
I enjoyed the first one quite a lot. But this one, the progression doesn't feel like you have to go through all the same hoops as the first one. So
that's good.
I've quite quickly jumped forward in gear. They've made a few alterations so you don't have to carry tools anymore, like hammers, axes, that kind of
so they're not
spades.
Part of your inventory?
No, not part of your inventory. You pick up the Omni tool or something, I think it's called. It's like a Swiss Army knife for these tools. So it becomes the axe when you get to a axe choppy bit. It becomes the hammer and the spade. You get the idea.
That is so handy.
I love when they do that in games.
Way better. A little slow to react, to be honest. So I'm hoping it improves as you upgrade it. Because when you go up and press something, it's a bit slow.
It's but then also like it's early access. Speed boost, like you can put a skill point in.
Probably, because you did that with the other ones. You improve them.
Yeah.
Right,
but I am going to say I did enjoy smacking things with the hammer. No, I'm not going to get that now, am I? I recently got a mount called Anthony. He is a soldier ant.
Nice. Can you name it, or is that what it's called?
Yes, I named it. I called it Anthony.
Nice.
I also
the one in Ant-Man.
Yeah, I also got another one and called it Declan because I thought Ant and Dec was funny.
Amazing.
Wow, is all I have to say about having one. You're about 4 times faster than you can run. You can jump over double the height.
Nice.
You can literally cut grass stalks down in one chomp.
It sounds like so many quality of life improvements.
Is brilliant. Like I actually, it sounds silly, but I was still I hadn't tipped over the edge yet to start the big builds, if you know what I mean. Like I'd start, can't really be bothered getting into the grind yet. And I was looking around and stuff. As soon as I got the ant straight into it, I can chop it all down.
The ant? Like, is there some things you can't do while you're riding it, like gathering minerals? Or
no, it gathers even better. It's like a Hoover. If you put it into gather mode, it literally just walks over everything and picks it up for you. And
nice.
It has its own inventory. It has its own inventory. It has like bags on it.
Saddlebags.
Yeah, and it can carry 12 planks where you can carry 5.
So massive improvements. And
massive.
I do want to play it. I'm sure we will. I'm sure we will.
I was too impatient to wait for you guys, I'm afraid.
No, that's fine. I prefer to play these games on full release anyway.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's pretty close. Is there any like bugs or anything?
Loads of bugs.
Loads of bugs, yeah. Loads. Yeah, it's a pack of them. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've had a couple of little ones, an ant appearing in a rock, that kind of thing. Nothing game breaky. I got trapped between a grass stalk and a rock kind of moment.
A rock and a grass stalk place.
Yeah. But the creatures are pretty cool as well. So I've seen scorpions. I've killed a couple of scorpions.
I've heard about robot spiders.
Yeah, so it's a person in it that's controlling the spiders. They're not robot. They've got an implant that can use electricity, and it's being controlled by something. So when you just thought spiders were scary enough, no, they're electric now.
Electro spiders.
Isn't there a Pokemon that's an electric spider?
Oh yeah,
Joltik.
Yeah.
And Galvantula.
Yeah, that's it.
I feel horrendously guilty about killing snails because they just hide in the shell and don't fight back, and I want the resource though, but I feel bad about it. So they've done well with that. Yeah, I've had to go at a couple of moths. I've had to go at quite a few things in it, really.
That's a lot of new.
And you bait the moths with like a torch, so they come at you if you got a light on you?
I ran away.
Oh.
I ran away. I had a go at it, and I am not fit for aerial battle yet. I'll tell you that.
But it's cool that they're adding all those things in. Yeah,
extra thing.
Hopefully, you can ride them off.
I mentioned it. Their reasoning for the second game was because they ran out of space in the garden.
Yeah,
I mean, it's got to be twice the size, maybe more.
Wow,
the garden.
Even more of a reason to have mounts.
Have the mounts. Yeah, that's that. I could see it straight away. That's the reasoning for it. I haven't looked into if you can get any more mounts yet, but it was quite an in-depth mission to get the soldier ant egg. You had to. I wouldn't have done it on my own. I had to take a friend, and you had to go. God, we must have been in there 45 minutes trying to get the egg out.
Yeah,
because it's a physical carry once you get it because it's a special thing. Yes. So one of you can't fight in an ant nest.
Oh, yes.
I quite like that, though. You know, it rewards you for doing these things,
absolutely. So, well, we took 2 because there was 2 of us.
Yeah.
So we probably could have done it a bit better. One of us fighting, one of us carrying. But that's not the way we do things.
One at the same time.
Oh, yeah, we both just took one each.
Weave your way out of the anthill. Bob and weave.
It was like setting down a handbag and dancing around it. That's what we did.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's good though. Overall, really enjoying it. Would definitely say jump on it. When it's a full release, I mean, it's going to be really good this time. I was impressed with the first one when they released it.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's going to be more of the same.
Hopefully, you don't have too long to wait, but.
I imagine most of the stuff's already fixed, isn't it? It's that map
it's
bugs
just content.
Is what they're after. Yeah,
and content. I believe there's quite a lot of content in it, but there's more to come. So
cool.
Nice. Well, Joe, what have you been playing? Well, I was going to
segue off it and go. Speaking of eggs, I've been playing a Monster Hunter game.
Oh, okay,
but not the Monster Hunter game you might be thinking of. I've been playing Monster Hunter Stories on Switch.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
What is Monster Hunter Stories?
It's Monster Hunter as rock, paper, scissors Pokemon is the narrowest way of putting it.
You train them, don't you?
You train them up, yeah. You can have 5 of them in your team, not 6.
Okay.
But you attack alongside them.
Okay, that's cool.
Rock punch.
No, you've got your weapons from Monster Hunter.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm imagining Pokemon.
Yeah.
You just go punch the trainer in the face.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
So the basic premise is you're what you call a monster rider.
Yeah.
And you go through this whole ceremony at the beginning where you get your own monster and it's swiftly taken away from you, much like Samus's powers in any Metroid game. And you have to start your game from the ground up. So you go and find an egg and you go take it back to the stables and you hatch the egg there. And I don't think the first one you get is RNG, but a lot of the other ones are. You can kind of tell what monster you'll get from the color of the egg, but it's not always the same.
Okay, yeah.
So
you restarted many times, didn't you?
No. It's not like Pokemon where you get like your 3 starters or whatever. It's always the same one at the beginning, which is a Velocidrome, which is from the older games. It's like a raptor type thing with a red crest and a beak. Yeah. And then you go and take that into the overworld, and you can see other monsters, and you can go and fight them to level yourself up. You still craft armor and stuff like you do in Monster Hunter games, but it's not as expansive. You don't have to craft like one set. You don't do like the head, the arms, the body, the legs, and all that. It's just like you do the body, and then you get the helmet with it.
Yes. Yeah.
And the weapons, I've so far only discovered you get the great sword, sword and shield, hammer, and I think hunting horn. I think the other weapons are saved for the second game.
So you're saying this, like, is it the first time you've played through Stories?
The first time I played through the first one, yes. I played the demo of the second one, which you can take your progress through into the main game.
I see, but you've not played the main game.
No.
Surprised me, just because it's a Monster Hunter game, I thought you would have been jumping on it.
Well, it was on DS when it first, or 3DS when it first came out, so I missed it when it was on there.
Yeah.
And then they brought it to Switch as like a remaster.
Yeah.
But I found it on CD keys where you get the first one and the second one, like in a bundle, and it was like 16 quid. So I thought, I can't ignore that. That's amazing. 2 Switch games for 16 quid in this economy. Never get that. I've just saved myself £400. I didn't have to buy a Switch 2 to play it.
Cool.
But yeah, I've been really loving it so far. I've already sunk about 15 hours into it, and I only started playing it 2 days ago.
Oh, wow. There you go then.
But I'd recommend it. I'll send you the link to the CD keys thing so you can both get or even if one of you wants to get it, you can do the virtual game card borrowing if you're on the family account.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know if that.
So one of you plays the first one, one of you plays the second one, because they're not direct sequels to one another.
Okay,
cool.
You're a different character,
and they're separate. If you buy them together, they're separate.
Yeah, they're separate entities when you download them.
That's cool.
Nice.
But yeah, the other thing I've been playing, which I was going to mention last time, but we didn't think we had enough time. It was the Siege mode for Space Marine.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I didn't actually know that was out. No,
it's made a lot of changes to the base game, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think all the characters could use all the melee weapons now.
Oh, that changes a lot.
Assault can now use the power sword, which I was very happy about.
Yeah.
And the Bulwark can use the hammer, which is quite fun. Shield and hammer is a very good combo.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Because their whole thing's about electricity in it.
Yes, yeah, it is. Yeah, all like your dodges do electricity and stuff.
Yeah, so you can make loads of AoE ground pound attacks.
Cool.
But it's hard. Even on I think there's easy and normal at the minute. And even on easy mode, I've not got to the end of it yet.
So is there an end?
Yes.
It's not like an infinite horde thing.
It almost works like an extraction mode. So you do 5 waves, and they're quite lengthy waves, and there's like a little mini boss or like an extremist enemy at the end of each one.
Yeah.
And you can back out at the end of 5 waves, and then you get some rewards. But then you can go in the elevator and go to like the next floor, which is a different zone in the map. And you do another 5 waves, and then you can finish those. They get harder each time. You go in the lift, do another 5 waves.
That's cool.
If you take a gamble, really, because you only get what you got at the end of the first 5 waves if you fail after that.
Right, so at least you keep the first 5 waves, though.
Yeah, you keep the first 5 waves, and then you can do another 5, and you can back out after that. But if you choose to carry on, you don't get those ones. You only get the first 5.
Yeah, so at least you're not losing everything, but you can still lose a lot. So yeah, it's that risk reward. I quite like that.
And there's 5 floors, at least in the easy mode. It doesn't go on forever.
Yeah.
So there's 25 waves, and we were getting demolished at the end of the 3rd. To
be fair, even like Gears of War Horde and stuff, there's only 50 waves. Like, it isn't infinite. You know what I mean?
The difference between 49 and 50 was too much.
What?
I found.
But there is an end.
Yeah.
That's quite cool. Is it like unique maps, or is it?
Yeah, they're unique. Some of them are from like the what are they called? Operations.
Yeah, so
they're like modified, so there's more like open areas, or bits are closed off, and you like have squares that you fight in rather than being stuck in corridors and stuff.
And do you have any like armaments, like static, like turrets or anything like that you can set up, or walls
There's
that you can?
Turrets or barriers, but you can, at least in the maps that I was in, you could pay for Cadian soldiers to come and help you. Which they weren't helpful so much in the way of attacking, but they diverted the enemy attention enough.
Yeah.
So you weren't getting swarmed.
You can get a dreadnought, can't you?
You can, and it's so hard to get Like you've got to put points into it every single round, or you're just never going to get it.
Okay.
And the points don't carry over into the next floor.
That's annoying.
Yeah. So every like square in the map, so there's like 3 squares, which are like the arenas. There's like a little terminal where you can buy stuff, like you can buy stim packs, you can buy health, you can buy an armor boost. They're all quite expensive, and you don't find them out in the overworld either. Like you can't roll into some crates and get ammo. You have to go and buy them. So I found a lot of my points were going into either stim packs or ammo because I was an assault character where I only have a pistol. I don't have 2 weapons, so I was using that a lot. And I don't think we only ever got to like the 3rd level of Dreadnought. I don't want to say currency. It's like you got to build it up 5 levels. So I think the expectation is everyone puts a little bit in the first wave, and then you'll get it at the end of like the 5th wave, and it'll demolish everything for you. But no one does that. They'll just buy their own armor and health, and
you'd have to proper like coordinate.
If you had a team of 3 people and like you all went in and be like, right, I'm going to put 100 points into this, because you can buy certain levels of it. So you want to put a little bit in, you only put like 50 requisition in, or you put 100 in, or you put 150 in.
Yeah.
But a stim pack is like 90. So it's really odd amounts, so you can't like stack everything into a nice neat amount.
It's like microtransaction currencies where
doesn't quite reach.
And you don't get the money from just killing stuff, you get it from doing feats. It's like killing 10 enemies in a row. You get some points for doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not as easy as like, I'll just go mow down some Tyranids and then spend the money.
You have to like play in a certain way.
To like do the money. I'm guessing there is an optimal way to do that, to like get the Dreadnought on like the 2nd wave.
Well, I'm glad it's not just wave of enemy, and it's just kind of like becomes a bit repetitive. I'm glad there's some sort of like...
It's kind of Horde-esque anyway, isn't it?
Yeah. There is some RNG to what spawns as well. There was one bit where on the 2nd level we had 3 Raveners spawn at once. So like they were stacking their ground pounds on us. It like made us all spread out, which is it seemed like a cool tactic on the AI's part.
Yeah.
Well, then once we killed all them, 2 Carnifexes spawned and there was only one of us left.
Oh no.
Like me and one other person had gone into the waiting to respawn screen, so we couldn't get revived.
Yeah.
So we just saw them rolling around for a whole minute as they were being chased by 2 massive creatures. And as soon as we both spawned, it got attention diverted and it was all right. But it was very tense in that moment. But that was only on the 3rd floor. I dread to think what happens on the
5th floor.
And it doesn't keep to one theme either. Like the 1st floor was Tyranids, but the 2nd floor was Chaos.
Oh,
hell brutes spawning, so it's not like one map will lock you into one type of enemy. So take your build for multi enemies, I guess, because some people like they do a loadout for Chaos, don't they, or they do a loadout for Tyranids.
Oh, it sounds fun.
Go re-download it. It's like a whole new game.
I need to. Yeah.
Is there more operations?
No, there's not more operations, but they have changed how the perks work. There's prestige perks now.
Okay.
Which you can choose from a list of, and then you reset all your other perks and you build from the ground up and then do another one.
I do not want to do that. But it's great for the people who do.
Yeah. And you can build it up a lot faster now with the Horde mode, because the games are a lot faster than operations are.
Okay, fair. Yeah, fair enough. Cool.
Nice. Well, it's just me left then. I have just been playing one game. It is Doom: The Dark Ages.
Yeah.
Oh, you finally got around to it.
I finally got around to it after playing all the other stuff.
After playing Expedition 33 for 3 months.
Ben and Brad have already talked about this at length, so I'll be somewhat quick. I'm enjoying it, but it's not Eternal.
I think you're probably enjoying it a bit more than me, but you've got a similar opinion to me, don't you?
I think Eternal to me was fantastic. It was almost a perfect game, like perfect shooter. I give it like a 9.5 out of 10 or something. Whereas this is more like 7.5, 8.
Yeah,
I'd maybe say 8 because I still think it's really fun. You still get the power fantasy there. It's still loads of cool stuff you can do. There's no like, you're not in the air a lot. Whereas in Eternal, you're like zipping around, you're doing the hook shot.
It's weird. It's like if this game came out between 2016 and Eternal, then I would probably be saying different things. I'd be like, oh yeah, this is a massive improvement of the last one or whatever, you know, and I'm enjoying it. But it's hard to go back. And that's really what it feels like.
I keep finding myself getting like, not stuck, but just like, backed into a corner. And I'm like, I want to jump over these guys. I want to hookshot that guy. And
Is there no jump at all?
There's a jump.
tiny little jump.
It's a hop.
But you can zip across the map just by shield bashing. So that is a thing. But I do find it a bit...
But it's jarring that you can shield bash, which throws you across the map, but then you can't
strafe. You're so grounded, and then you go whoom, straight across the map.
You can't strafe?
No.
In a shooter?
No strafe.
Is it tank controls?
Well, no, you can. So you can strafe as in you can move left and right.
Yeah, you are a tank.
Right, but there's no like dash strafe, if that makes sense.
Right, yes.
That's why I'm getting on with it, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because the original Doom was like tank controls, wasn't it? You couldn't move left and right. It was like forward and then turn.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's still got modern controls. You just don't have that dash. Whereas in like Eternal, you'd be like, I'll dash to the left to get out of the way.
Well, especially when there's so many projectiles coming at you, like compared to the old ones. Yes, you can parry them and you can just block them. It doesn't do a great job at sort of making you feel like you can block projectiles, I think. Because I think you're meant to.
Yeah, you can.
Not just parry them.
There's a lot of like machine gun enemies that you are just supposed to block.
Yeah, but I don't think, at least modern games in general, kind of teach you to dodge more than block.
Yes.
Unless you're parrying.
There's not many shooters where you can block bullets.
Exactly. Yeah, so I'm trying to dodge and I'm getting hit because I can't get out the way quick enough.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe I've
just got to rewire your brain to get the shield
You ain't
out.
no goddamn tank.
Yeah. I'm a fighter jet.
I think it's interesting though, because they've made, as a lot of people have said, they've made 3 very different Doom games within modern Dooms. Yeah, they all play differently because Eternal wasn't for everybody, and I understand that because it was way more fast paced than 2016. Whereas people who like 2016 would probably like this more. Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah.
See, I quite like 2016.
Yeah, I liked it.
I finished it. I didn't finish Doom Eternal.
I liked 2016, but and I did finish it, but by the end I was a bit like, oh, glad that's over. Yeah, I enjoyed it, but it was a bit too dull towards the end. Whereas Eternal,
it was all on Mars, wasn't it? Whereas the second one's in a load of different places.
There was a bit of hell as well, I think, at the end. But then Eternal, I feel like it was like I was on crack, just zipping around.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was the boost that I think it needed.
Yeah. But as I said, I still think it's really good. I'm only about halfway through it.
Do you share the sentiments of the mech and the dragon sections? They're a bit too long.
I don't. So the dragon's awful to control. It's just it's like you like lock on, and the only way to destroy a lot of the things because they have shields is to perfect dodge. But then it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't.
Why does it have a minigun then?
Yeah, you like minigunning stuff, and it doesn't do anything.
The design is sick.
Yeah,
like it looks awesome.
Yeah. But it looks awesome to do. It's awesome to fly around, but then to actually like fight anything, it's awful.
Yeah,
don't know who
and land
decided.
It.
Yeah, and then you've got to land it, and then so the only level I've done with the dragon was that it was like flying around, taking out like these shields, and then landing in a zone, and then doing that zone as Doom Guy, and then getting back on the dragon.
I feel like what they should have done is like set piece sections with the dragon rather than so it's all like in the air and you got to like dodge up left. Down, right, all that jazz out of the way, like Space Harrier or like that level in Bayonetta where you're riding a missile.
I get what you.
I know what you. I've not played those two games. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. If they'd done that with the dragon, I think it might have been cooler. Rather than using it as like a weapon.
I don't find it so bad in the fact that like I like the design of you fly around, land in an area, go do a bit, get back on. But the gameplay
mechanics of all of it.
The gameplay of the dragon is not good.
No. And then the mech's
okay, but it's just a bit basic.
It's like basic is generous.
Yeah, you just punch. Oh, my charge is gone.
It doesn't have a gun.
No.
You can't. So what usually happens is you'll start. I've done 2 of these levels. You'll start a level. You've just got fists, and then as you're punching and dodging and stuff, you're building up like a bar to do like a special attack.
Okay.
And then at some point in that level, a gun will drop, and you'll pick up the gun, and then do an area where you've just got the gun, shooting everything, and that's cool. That's still got dodges and stuff. And then for some reason, you drop the gun and carry on
punching.
It finally runs out of ammo.
But then even little things like So yeah, you can punch, and then you've got your special attack. If you've got no special attack charge, what is it? Is it RB to do the special attack?
Yeah.
If you've got no special attack charge and you press RB, you do like a rocket punch, so it flies you towards the enemy, which is great. But if you've got any charge, then it doesn't work as a rocket punch anymore. Is it like a ground slam?
So you do a ground slam at one charge, and then like a electric blast as a
But then it's like, if you've got any more than one charge and you want a rocket punch because the enemy's far away, you can't rocket punch because it's tied to the same button. And it's not like there's many
controls. I don't think you do anything with
the other triggers.
So
it's just weird. It's a weird decision.
It feels a bit half-baked. But I reckon they wanted to put it into this because everybody's wanted the mech.
Well, because you've been jumping all over them as levels for so long, you know.
But
sunk in the floor.
It's still fun. As I said, I still think it's like an 8 out of 10 or something. I'm still having a good time with it. I'm going to finish it.
Good.
See, I had it downloaded, ready to play on my console, and I heard Ben's and Brad's opinions. I was like, I'll install it.
Well, Ben sounded more positive than Brad, to be fair.
But I'd
definitely say play. I think you'll enjoy it.
I'm the same as Jake, whereas I've not enjoyed it as much because I liked Eternal, but it sounds like you didn't like. You're one of these, Joe, who preferred 2016 to Eternal.
Yeah, I thought it was better paced,
and that's fine. You know, it's literally splits the base in half, like the fan base in half. Like, 'cause half prefer Eternal, half prefer 2016, and I think those who prefer 2016 have a better time with this.
100%.
Oh, I'm in the other camp. So
as soon as I went, this isn't Eternal, I started enjoying it more. Like, just stop comparing it to Eternal.
Just the brain.
It's just a different game.
It's a prequel.
Learn the new mechanic with the shield. Because the shield is.
I did buy 2016 because it was a couple of quid on Steam. You know, we're always building that Steam library.
Before we move on, how are you finding the story?
What story?
Okay.
How are you finding it? You couldn't find it.
Kill demons.
Do you want to move on to the news?
So with all that, it's the news. There's lots of news.
There is lots of news. Surprisingly, loads of news. Considering how late we actually recorded the last episode.
Yes.
There's been so much news.
So we'll start off with Splitgate 2 has been put back into beta.
Yeah. So it's quite an interesting story that I don't know all the details for, to be honest. But essentially, the developers of Splitgate 2, they had really good numbers for Splitgate 1. And then they like cancelled it and moved on to Splitgate 2, didn't they? It was a really weird thing at the time. Anyway, Splitgate 2 came out and it had decent numbers at first, but
it's already 9% down.
The user base plummeted. But on top of that, they still maintained servers for Splitgate 1.
Yes.
And apparently it was costing them like 50 grand a month or something to uphold.
They've come out and said,
which seems a lot, but that's what they've said. So they've
the numbers weren't that high for Splitgate 1.
Well, it said a few hundred. So what they've basically said is they've cancelled, they've shut down the servers for Splitgate 1 in order to try and retain as many staff as possible, which is commendable. But it's still disappointing for those people who play Splitgate 1. But then Splitgate 2,
isn't it?
Yes, but then Splitgate 2 being put back into beta, I don't know whether it's still accessible.
So basically, they've taken away there's no Splitgate now.
Yeah,
so
which is just a bit weird. But putting it back to beta, hopefully they can rework some of it and bring it back better than ever.
I love this from the guy that was saying make FPS is great again.
I know
his presentation.
Yeah, he's probably kicking himself for doing that. He probably thought it was such a good idea at the time.
Yeah,
but
I feel like they shouldn't base a game's worth on current player count, because there's so many games now that you're only going to retain player base for a couple of weeks.
I know, but when it's a live service,
especially if it's just, I don't want to say it's just an FPS, but it's not like it's got a big adventure for everyone to go through and do it that takes a few weeks to get through.
Because it's quote unquote just an FPS, it's a multiplayer game, it needs players.
Yes, I know that's the problem.
Yeah, it can't work. So their hope is by going back into beta, when they re-release, they might get a spike in those play numbers again. And if the game's better, they might retain them.
The people who love Splitgate 1 aren't happy with how Splitgate 2's.
Yeah.
Apparently they've got rid of a lot of stuff that was in 1.
Well, hopefully they'll bring it back more in line with 1.
Yeah.
Re-release it. It'll get a bit of a boom in play numbers. They need to lower their expectations, I think.
Well, all started with Splitgate 1 came out, and then they just very quickly went on to Splitgate 2.
Well, Splitgate 1 came out and no one played it for a while. Or not no one, but it was quite under the radar until a few streamers picked it up, and then it blew up. Yeah. And as soon as it blew up, they started Splitgate 2, and it was that whole weird saga.
Yeah. Fair enough. Hopefully we hear more soon.
Yeah. Hopefully we can make FPSs great again.
This time.
So moving on from that, we've just had loads of gameplay showcases and stuff.
Yeah.
And trailers and all sorts. So we'll start with Battlefield 6.
Hell yes.
That looks pretty damn good.
Normally,
just one of those
I'm not
days
excited
where you
for,
don't want to wake up.
modern day shooters, but this looks really good.
It looked awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Joe. I just usually don't have time for multiplayer
if you
shooters.
showed me a clip from Modern Warfare and you showed me a clip from Battlefield 2042, I wouldn't be able to tell you the difference.
Yeah.
I disagree with Modern Warfare, especially 2019, because that was excellent. But
I mean, just in terms of what equipment is available, it's been the same for the past 10 years.
And I don't think that's going to change too much with this, to be honest. But I really love Battlefield 3 and 4. Those were some of my fondest multiplayer memories.
The thing about Battlefield in it is the size. It's always bigger than COD.
Yeah. And the more destructive
you've got
as well.
your massive open environments. You've got your what's it called, conquest mode.
Where you're
taking points, and it's all more objective based than Call of Duty is.
Yes, but I never really liked Conquest that much.
Oh, really? That was one of my favorite things about it.
It is really cool, but
especially the one in Battlefield 1 where you go through the actual battle that was happening back in the day.
Yeah. That was cool.
And across the open bit.
But I always liked Rush, and they stopped doing Rush after Battlefield 4, I believe.
Is that the one that came from Gold Rush?
I don't know. Maybe. But the idea with this one is there's an attacking team and a defending team, and there's basically 2 bombs to plant. So the attacking team need to plant 2 bombs. Defending team have unlimited respawns, attacking team have limited. And once you blow up an area, it pushes the map back. And you seamlessly, there's no loading screens or anything, you seamlessly then move on to the next area.
Point. Yeah.
And I always loved that game mode, and they are bringing it back. It's still big scale compared to Call of Duty, but because the whole map wasn't available at any given time, it felt more focused. I hate it on Conquest when you're running for 10 minutes before you find anyone and you get sniped. You know what I mean?
I think the best
about the Conquest mode was the point where the whole environment is destructible, or most of it. So the buildings you're in, they crumble over time, so you can't keep using the same.
Yeah,
definitely.
But Conquest, Jake, is the one where there's 5 points on the map that it's like not King of the Hill, but you have to capture them, and then the other team will capture them.
Yes, because it's very Star Wars Battle.
You're thinking of Breakthrough, I think it's called, which is very similar to Rush.
Yeah, so that was probably my favorite version of it, where you push back into new zones.
Yeah, but I think on Breakthrough, they can then push you back again.
Yes.
Whereas on Rush, it's just one directional.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's very similar. But, I thought they had a multiplayer showcase where they had a new trailer, they had a detailed explanation of all the new features, a tease of the Battle Royale, but nothing more than a tease.
Okay.
An announcement of the beta, which actually by the time this episode is out, the beta will have started, so I'll be playing it, which is very exciting.
Is it 2 separate weekends?
So there's 2 weekends. It's August the 9th and 10th, and then is it the 15th and the 16th?
Yeah, that rings a bell.
However, if you signed up for Battlefield Labs or you got a Twitch drop on the day of the announcement, then you can also get access on the 7th and 8th of August.
Okay.
But there is 2. The 2 weekends are free to anyone. They're open.
Yeah.
The extra 2 days are just for those special people like me. So it's going to be exciting to play. But at the moment, we've only got what we've seen to talk about, and then also loads of streamers went live with it as well. So there's loads of footage out there.
Also, the tanks look fast.
I think it just looks. I think the whole thing looks great. The destruction looks great. The sound design looks great. The vehicles look great, even though I tend to steer away from playing vehicles and Battlefield.
I'm all about the vehicles.
But it's great to have a team of people doing different stuff.
Team of engineers and one tank.
You've got the jets are back, which looks sick.
Yeah.
Your helicopters, you destroy a helicopter and it'll actually collapse and destroy buildings, which is cool.
Yeah.
And the most important thing is it looks like it runs well. Now, maybe it won't.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
Battlefield is always a disaster
They may
at
have
launch.
cherry-picked those clips.
Well, no, because it was streamers playing it live.
Oh, right, okay.
And it seemed to work. However, that's different to a full server of people.
Yes.
So we'll see. Battlefield games are always disastrous at launch.
Well, it's going to be a beta for a reason.
Yeah.
Isn't it? So.
Could you tell if like the destruction of like vehicles and stuff, was it persistent or did they despawn?
You'll probably despawn, but I don't know.
Okay.
But it looks like a massive return to form. Fingers crossed. We are well overdue.
Yes.
But I'm really looking forward to it.
I might even jump into the beta myself.
I definitely recommend jumping into the beta. I am thinking of buying it.
Yeah. Oh,
never pre-order.
Yeah.
But I might get it.
Have they released a release date?
October 10th.
Nice.
There is going to be a campaign as well, isn't there?
And there's a campaign. And the Battle Royale is going to be free. So if that comes out at the same time as launch, I might jump into that for a bit first, get my bearings with it.
Is that a separate download?
I think so. It's free to play, I believe. So
okay.
Also, Battlefield Labs, the Battlefield Portal, which is like a game mode within it, where it offers like custom games, is having a map editor.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
sick.
Yeah, so it showed like clips of people doing like crazy maps.
Oh, nice.
Like it looked like something from like Inception or Doctor Strange with like bridges turned on the sides and going upwards and stuff falling down.
That's cool. So
yeah, custom map.
Is that coming in at the same app release?
I don't know. They didn't say yes or no, but they did say that you'll still earn XP in them.
Oh, cool. That's cool.
In custom games. So
it is looking very promising.
Yeah, I'm very excited
to see. So some of the other games with gameplay, we got Chronos, the New Dawn.
Yeah,
looks like Dead Space, BioShock combined.
Yeah, we've kind of been saying this.
Definitely more Dead Space, I'd say, than BioShock.
I'm just thinking it looks like a Big Daddy helmet that you're wearing.
A bit, yeah. It also looks a bit phallic, I'm not going to lie.
It does have that big slit down the middle.
Yeah. But what I find really interesting with this is the... one of the gameplays I was watching, it was saying like you kill an enemy in any other game, the enemy's obviously dead. Another enemy comes, you kill it. Yeah. In this one, when you kill an enemy and it goes down, another live enemy can absorb the life force or the matter from that enemy and become harder. It creates a really interesting dynamic where you don't just want to shoot and kill enemies, you want to split them up first and you want to choose when to kill them, because you don't want to, if you kill one next to another one, you're just going to make that one more powerful.
Yeah, and you need to like burn them, don't you?
Yeah, so you have to like separate them so you can kill them and burn them so they can't absorb the matter. I think that's just, it's a different take, but it's an interesting one because it keeps things a little bit more fresh.
Oh yeah, definitely.
A bit different. If the game can then hold up from a gameplay and a story perspective, I think those little innovations are what makes it stand out.
Definitely.
Yeah. Cool. And there was a few interviews with the devs and, it does sound like they know what they're doing. So
yeah, definitely.
Has it got anything to do with time?
Yes. So you'll I don't know the story too much, but you're some sort of like time travel guy. Like in the future, it's your job to like time travel and do stuff. I don't know what.
Yeah,
it does have something to do with
been vague. Yeah.
Really cleared things up there, Brad.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Time travel is involved.
So you're cleaning up the future for those that come after.
No,
yes.
And then after that, we also got a Phantom Blade Zero gameplay.
Yeah,
trailer. That was about 20 minutes.
Hasn't been mentioned in a long time.
Yeah, again,
the gameplay looked fantastic.
Yeah,
I can't see so many weapons.
It still look too good to be true.
No, because it definitely
looks a bit more grounded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's things like repeated animations.
Yes,
I noticed quite a lot of those.
What we saw at like the tease of it looked like a film almost. It didn't look like you could even play it at like.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I didn't know, because in the original trailer it was showing him like attack multiple enemies at once, and he was, I didn't notice that so much in this gameplay.
Yeah, there was a lot more like lock on to a certain enemy.
It looks a bit Souls-like.
Yes,
but I don't think it
almost looks like Ninja Gaiden Souls.
Well, I would say it looks more like Ninja Gaiden, which
that's good.
I think if Ninja Gaiden came out now, it would be compared to a Souls game.
Yeah,
but I don't think it really
they're not Souls
is.
No,
but in the
Souls is very like grounded, locked on.
Yeah, but so is this, and so is actually Ninja Gaiden. You can lock onto an enemy and attack them and do all that. I think the difference, what separates...
It's more like melodic though, isn't it, I suppose?
Well, I think what separates them is things like the stamina gauge, the camping and respawning all the enemies and doing all that.
Yeah, there's none of that in Ninja Gaiden.
No, exactly. I think there might be some of that in this, but not as much as it is in Souls. It's not a Souls game, but it's not a Souls game.
Would you compare it more to like a Devil May Cry combat-wise?
No, because it doesn't look like there's juggling.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But there's a lot of weapon swapping and stuff like that. It looks like you can like have 2 weapons or 3 weapons equipped.
It looked like...
And then you go into a fight and you can change on the fly and stuff like that.
It looked like there was like 2 primary weapons and then there was 2 something else weapons. I don't know what that was.
Yeah. It did look cool though. Nuts. And they look like they all have like really cool looking combos and stuff like that.
And do they have the sickle on chain weapon? I love that thing.
Don't think they showed it.
Yeah.
What did they had? What did they have now? They had like, I'm sure he had 2 swords at one point. He had those spinny like those circular blades.
Yeah.
Where you can like throw them and stuff.
Yeah. Big sword,
hammers. Yeah.
Ooh, hammers.
Do you know what's in these games with those what they call those circular things? Where they throw them and they come back, and I'm always like, well,
they wouldn't
come back, or they throw them and they go around you for a little bit and come back. You're like, well, that doesn't.
How crap would it be if you threw them and they didn't come back?
Yeah, exactly.
But it did look really good. I think it's like a 22-minute video from IGN.
Yeah.
And it was like a pro playing it, so it actually looked good.
Yeah, I don't think he got hit the whole time.
Yeah, and it was on like hard difficulty as well.
Yeah. I reckon it's going to be hard.
I do too.
But it does look good. It does look good. So moving on from the gameplay stuff. Do you remember when we talked about the Light of Motiram?
Yeah.
The Horizon... what are people calling it online? Horizon Zero Originality.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair, it is being done by a Sony studio, and it does.
It's not. Is it
not? I thought it was in relationship with some sort of Sony entity.
No. So it's Tencent, is it?
Yeah.
It's Tencent. It's all a Tencent game. When it was announced, I want to say it was announced for PlayStation.
It was.
That's why there was a bit of a confusion. Now, basically, Sony have come out with a lawsuit against them.
Yeah, so they're officially suing them.
Yeah, saying they're aping on too much of the style.
Bro, what are you suing me for?
They're saying that they've taken a lot of the iconic sort of like protected characteristics of Horizon. Being
robots with white panels. Ooh.
It's the robot sort of design, but it's also the tribal design. I mean, it's also the main character.
You have to admit that Horizon is like unique. It's unique and it's new.
Yeah,
in quotes, like there's not really been anything really done like that before. And it's like, as you said, it's very like tribal, but animal machines.
Yeah, it's definitely similar. And however, I would say they are allowed to do games that are similar. You know, that shouldn't be protected. However, where this story gets more interesting is when you realize what happened behind the scenes. And this is what we were alluding to in the Discord when everyone wanted us to talk about it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What basically happened is, I don't know the exact year, but Tencent approached Sony and asked them if they could license the Horizon game to make the Horizon IP to make a mobile game. Sony said no. But Sony didn't realize that Tencent were already making this game with the aesthetic of Horizon.
To ask for forgiveness than permission.
A few years later, then they carried on developing it and showed it again. I can't remember if they or Sony approached them again about the Horizon IP. Sony once again declined them to use the IP of Horizon. They carried on making it, obviously changed a little bit. This is the game. Now, I think that is the nail in the coffin that says it is a Horizon clone. Because on 2 occasions, Tencent have asked to use the Horizon IP. Yeah. 2 occasions were rejected, yet they've still made a game that looks unmistakably
It makes you think that like the designs initially must have been like spot on.
Yeah.
And then they've gone, right, change it a bit. Change it a bit.
Copy the whole work and just change it a little bit at the end.
Yeah. Now, I will say, like you've pointed out before, Joe, the gameplay itself doesn't look like Horizon.
No, it does look different. Yeah.
It looks a bit more like...
It looks like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Pal World to Pokemon all over again. If Pal World if the Pocket Pair had approached Pokemon and asked to use their IP and were told no.
I think this is even more egregious in a way that like they've even like taken they're like shots of the game look the same as Horizon.
All the key art and stuff.
What
is it? The splash screen.
Yeah,
where it's like basically Aloy on the left and there's a robot off in the distance.
And the main character is a female warrior with red hair and
a stick.
Like it's hard to dispute.
They could have not given her the stick and it would have been different enough.
They could have done loads of things to differentiate the main character.
Yes,
and then they could have done other things to differentiate the robots. But it's just the fact that it was. They asked and were told.
Already done. Already committed.
Never asked. Maybe.
I think what they could do to remedy it is you have your main character be a custom character. Then it's like, oh well, he doesn't have to have red hair. We just used that for the key art. Like,
they could definitely do that. But I think the die is already cast by the fact that he asked.
I don't think it's
carried on with a very.
I don't think it's going to come out.
Yeah,
but the thing is, it's not going to take customers that would play Horizon away from Horizon.
Probably not.
Unless it came out at a similar
mobile
time.
game, isn't it?
No,
it is coming into consoles as well. I think it started life as a mobile game.
Right, okay. So it's like Zenless Zone Zero and all the Hoyoverse games.
I think so, yeah. I think they just need to differentiate the art style more because the gameplay looks quite different. If they differentiate the art style more, then I think they will be fine.
All they would need to do is change the panel color on the robots to another color. Like
maybe that would help.
Oh, that's not Horizon.
Yeah,
because they don't have the clean versus grubby tribal. Then, if it's like a like a rusted machine sort of thing rather than a pristine clean robot dinosaur.
Yeah, maybe that's what they need to do. But we'll see how it plays out.
I don't have to. I think it's a open and shut case, to be honest. I don't know if it's even going to come out at this point.
I don't think they'll get the lawsuit that they're asking for because Pokemon didn't.
Yeah, but Pokemon were never asked to license the IP. I think that's I think that's the sort of silver bullet for the case.
I think that's it.
Otherwise, I would be agreeing. When you say, "Oh well, yeah, it's similar. It's taken inspiration from," but this hasn't taken inspiration from. This was supposed to be.
This was it. Yeah.
Well, they haven't used any of the Horizon branding in any of the product.
I would argue that the artistic the artistic thing is the branding.
Yeah, they But alas,
we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. It'll be a very
these things usually take months and even years.
Yeah.
So
and the game will be out before the lawsuit's over.
Probably.
Possibly, but that might be the case. Yeah, possibly that might happen.
Be interesting to see what happens.
So download it while you can.
I don't think they've got a release date.
Of Flappy Bird.
Yeah. But so moving on, live service games and how there's not been doing great.
How
successful?
One?
No, but Warner Brothers.
Oh yes,
right. So Warner Brothers have put a job listing out there for somebody to work on a DC property live service game, and that's in the job description.
Someone who can
have they learned nothing?
Someone who can
this
manage
is just
live
the new Superman film came out, isn't it? We can get on this. We can live service this.
Probably.
Well, apparently, according to Warner Brothers,
the dog.
We've said. I think we've talked about it before. They wanting to double down on the key franchises, so I think that's like Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, DC. And Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Obviously,
the biggest one.
Of which there is a second game coming out.
Yeah.
So clearly they're like, we need to make more DC games, but they've just made two massive flop DC live service games.
Suicide Squad, and then there's the DC one.
Well,
Suicide Squad, and then what was
Gotham Knights.
Gotham Knights.
So Gotham Knights wasn't a live service game. However, it started live as a live service game. Now that was made by WB Montreal.
Yeah.
This new game is also being made by them.
Yes.
So I'm sort of like, if you've already tried it with them before and it was so unsuccessful that you decided to pivot and not make it a live service game and it still didn't make that much money.
Yeah.
Why are you doubling down?
I don't know. It's just someone at the top going, well, eventually this will make us loads of money.
Well, if we throw enough poop at this one wall, the live service wall, one of them will stick.
That's all they need. One successful live service game, and they make
how many layoffs and studio shutdowns is it going to take to get there?
Warner Bros. have to be the weirdest company, ever, because the amount of things that they make and then just don't release.
Yeah.
It's all this weird tax write-offs. Me and Lucy watched a film literally last night called Juror Number 2. It was really good. It was on Now TV. It's a brand new film, really all-star cast. It was directed by Clint Eastwood.
Wow.
Really, really good film. It released, can you guess how many cinemas it released in?
4.
Bit more than that.
1,000.
50.
Wow.
What?
Yeah. And it's a Warner Bros. No, just 50.
So close.
Like, how?
Yeah.
What is Warner Bros. Doing? Why did they think that was a good idea?
That is,
it's just got.
I'd never even heard of this movie.
No, it was a good film. It's good. It was a really good film. I think it's got a bit of buzz, like it's almost like a new cult classic sort of film.
Okay.
But what are they doing?
Yeah, God knows.
I think Warner Bros. I think they get more money from like tax write-offs. It seems.
Yeah, definitely.
Than they do from actually releasing things and them not being successful.
Yeah.
They might be doing the thing where they're just IP holding.
Yes, so they have to make something.
They make something and then be like, it wasn't going to be successful, so we get to keep the IP for another 20 years.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think so, yeah.
Just to stop someone else making money.
Yeah, because it lapses, doesn't it? It's like the Fantastic film.
Yes, which I've heard really good things about the new one.
New one, yes, I've seen it. It's good.
Yeah, same. It was fantastic.
Good. The last one was not.
No,
Fantastic was probably one of the worst films I've ever seen.
Yeah,
but the new
only made that
4 is good. Yeah.
But did Dr. Doom have Glock in that game?
Like in the Marvel
he has gun
thingy game, yeah.
The ultimate power.
Well, you'll have to see.
Yes.
Okay, that's why Deadpool's so invincible. He's got guns.
True. Yeah, exactly. Shoot Iron Man in the head.
Yeah.
So moving on from that, there's been a lot of controversy around Visa Mastercard.
Which is part of a bigger subject.
Yes, it is. So it's kind of a difficult subject to talk about. So basically, Visa, Mastercard have been pressurized by outside groups.
Lobbying
groups to shut down, like not safe for work games, essentially, from Steam and itch.io. Now, I agree that some games that some people make are
vile,
is horrendous.
Yeah, we can't say the words on the podcast.
Yeah,
but yeah,
and 100% get that. And you want to shut those sort of games down, but they have gone way too far off the bat. And it's worrying because how far can they go? How many games have not safe for work content in them?
What classes as the
topic adjacent?
Yeah.
It's a little bit
with violence in it.
Well, this is the thing. So it's a little bit more nuanced than what you said. So Steam and itch.io, I think they're who have been targeted first.
Yes.
Housed adult games, let's call them.
Yeah.
On their platform. The lobbying groups who have their own opinions on what should and shouldn't be sold, as you say, pressured Visa, Mastercard, I think maybe some others, in saying, we don't want your services to be on storefronts that have these type of games. Yeah. So then they've obeyed them. I don't know why they have so much power.
Well, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, and then why is Visa, Mastercard, why can they tell us?
So then they can't buy as well?
Image, isn't it?
So they've said to Steam and itch.io, if you don't take these games off, you cannot use Visa, Mastercard, whatever, on your storefront, which then obviously means that Steam, itch.io are going to lose significant amount of...
Yeah, kind of been forced.
Of revenue. You could still argue they would still make revenue through other means.
PayPal.
Potentially, so there's other ways. So people are still a bit annoyed at them for backing down, but they've been forced to remove all this not safe for work content, which includes loads of adult games. Yes, it captures all these, let's call them illegal games because it's presenting illegal material, but it does capture all these games that not many people play because they are,
Well, I think a good example is mouthwashing, which is quite critically acclaimed, and apparently that's been taken off.
Oh, I see.
What's mouthwashing?
It's a horror game. I don't really know what it's about, actually.
Okay.
But it is a horror game. I think it came out last year. People were
raving about it. I think it was this year.
Yeah, really short. But this is the thing. So, yes, all these illegal games have been removed, but then so have all these just generally not safe for work games, but not illegal games been removed. And then other games have been caught within that same net. How far does it go?
Because is it anything on Steam that has that tag then?
Not anything. It's just it's supposed to be anything depicting certain things, and I think I don't want to say on the podcast what, but you can imagine what sort of things they're supposed to be getting rid of. But but then it's like sexually explicit content. Is a lot of that has just been removed. What is it called? Sex divers has probably been removed.
Oh yeah. What about stuff like The Witcher 3? That's
what people are worried about. That hasn't been removed. GTA or Baldur's Gate or anything like that, they've not been removed. But at what point do these same lobbying groups, now they've been bowed to once, what's stopping them saying, well, we also don't agree with drug use or or general sex in games?
I think one of the biggest
violence.
One of the biggest lobbyists is some Australian, not company, but they're based in Australia. And they've tried to get rid of GTA before in Australia.
Yeah.
So what does that say about like?
I wonder. I think that might be the same group that made Left 4 Dead have an Australia-only copy where the blood was green.
I've heard that in other countries as well, like Germany. I think usually has green blood. I've heard, which is just.
Surely that's what the rating system's for.
Exactly.
Well, this is what people are saying.
Parental controls.
Yeah, we're supposed to have like Peggy for a reason.
Peggy is one of the depends where you're from.
We're supposed to have Peggy games for a reason. You know what I mean? They identify what is in that game.
I mean, it's not like we go into films and go, "Oh, get rid of all the blood."
Yeah,
well, they do.
In
their age ratings, that's the only way.
This is it. Yeah. So it's not like
18 plus, which is anything goes.
Yeah,
mostly anything 15, because not anything. This is the thing.
There's still illegal stuff.
Yeah, and that's the stuff that should be gotten rid of. And you can argue maybe Steam has been a bit too lax in the past by allowing those stuff on there, and maybe that's what's led to this happening. But because our legal stuff should be on
instead of just banning it from the store, have those things demonetized. Like on YouTube, if you say a certain thing in a certain video, that video gets demonetized.
Well, maybe, but then the developers for those games that aren't illegal are going to miss out on any sort of money. But
that's true. I think it needs to come down to a case-by-case basis.
Yeah. Also, I didn't realize
so many games being made, you can't review them all.
A lot of these games have sort of clean versions, and then you can buy the unclean version from within the game.
Oh, right. Okay.
I don't know whether they've been shut down.
Yeah.
It sort of works as like DLC.
It's worrying.
Downloadable.
Yeah, how far?
That's it.
How far? Yeah, how far are they going to go? Because people have been trying to shoot down games for ages. Mortal Kombat's the big example.
Yeah.
They blame GTA for high school shootings.
Yeah.
It existed long before GTA did.
I remember there was, when Mass Effect 1 came out, people were like on the American news talking about it and being like, it's got sex in it. You can choose who to have sex with. And then I think they interviewed Jeff Keighley actually, and he was like,
I think I remember, yeah.
He was like, have you played Mass Effect? And then they were like, well, no, of course not. And he was like, well, how do you know? How do you know?
It's like those people who come out and say, your character can have like gay sex on it. It's like, well, how do you know? Have you press those options? No. You're telling us more about you.
Are you against gay people?
Yeah,
exactly.
Are you against gay representation?
Yes, that's the thing. They are. That is the problem. They are.
Well, yeah, but they don't want to say that.
Yeah.
Just on the back of that, I just thought I'd mention it quickly. I don't want to get into the topic at all, but there's some crazy things going on in the UK at the minute, and one of them being a certain, if I say, firewall's been put up to stop
Online Safety Act. Yeah.
So apparently teenagers have been using Norman Reedus's face because of how good it looks, how you can go into photo mode and changes expressions and everything in the game. So
yeah, so when you want to access 18+ content, a lot of these websites now are making it so take a screen recording of your face.
Yeah,
as Ben said, we won't go into it, but in those screen recordings, sometimes it'll say like smile or open your mouth or turn to the side just to check you're real. And then in the Death Stranding photo mode, you can do that with his face.
And that's how good it looks, people.
Yeah, I saw a Twitter thread that was like, here's a picture of Norman Reedus' face from front on, and then the whole thread was just like, here's one from the side for no reason. Here's one with his mouth open, no reason. So yeah, it's funny that the lens people go to, but that's definitely game adjacent. So
yeah, I just thought I'd throw that in.
Also seen it be done with Gary's mod and the Cyberpunk character creator.
But I'm surprised Gary's mod works because it's an old game.
Yeah,
yeah, but you can animate a mouth and whatever AI analyzing the screen recording can't tell what a human
tell. Funny.
Yeah.
Would you believe we're still not done with the news after all this?
I would believe.
Yeah. So literally like an hour before recording, we found this out. Darksiders 4.
Hell yeah.
Just been announced.
Finally.
And it actually looks like it's a sequel to the original.
It's got all 4 horsemen in it.
Oh.
Which one do you play as this time?
I don't know. We know nothing more than that. We don't know if it's a co-op game where you play as all of them. We don't know if it's a single player game where you swap and play as all of them. We don't know whether you pick one to play as.
Isn't it?
Please don't be live service.
I feel like they just need to have Pestilence be the one now.
There's no Pestilence.
What?
No, they changed it.
It's War, Death. It's
Fury and Strife.
Fury and Strife, yeah.
Yeah, Strife is kind of like Famine.
Yeah, they changed it a bit.
It's just guns and stuff. It's cool. Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to hearing more about that.
Because they're not like my favorite games or anything, but I really love the world and the franchise.
They are one of the coolest God of War likes made.
Yeah, I'd say they're more
like God of War Zelda.
Yeah. Especially 2.
Especially 2, yeah.
Oh, okay, I never played the second one.
The second one is the best one. The second one is definitely the best one.
Oh,
third one.
Oh, you missed a trick.
It's a guy in a mask with guns. He looks like a Punisher with dreadlocks.
No, the second one's not guns. It's death. He's got a scythe.
Oh,
and you get double scythes. But it's more of an RPG. You've got actual like different weapons and like costumes and stuff. You can like armor pieces you can get as well. So it's like the first one, but like there's more you can do.
Loads, yeah.
And the third one becomes a Souls-like.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then there is 2 options on the third one. You can make it more like the old ones.
Oh, yeah, can you?
Yeah, I think it came out as DLC.
I didn't know that.
But yeah.
That's cool. So we're going to go into the Nintendo block now. There has been... we'll go over the news first, because there's also been a Nintendo Direct partner showcase. So first off, Nintendo raises the price of the OG Switch.
In the US.
Caveat, in the US.
So I saw the article, Nintendo changing the price for the Nintendo Switch original. I was like, okay, they're lowering it. No.
Why?
I think this is the first time. This generation's the first time prices have gone up rather than down over the years. This is the first time
they've gone up after the sequel console launched.
I was my brain went to is it because people are sacking the 2 off? But then I realised it was America tariff rather than a worldwide thing where the second one, gone, you know what? I just want my 1 back.
The second one is the fastest selling console of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is mental.
Despite everything that people have been saying.
Half of them bricked.
Wow. Yeah, because everyone bought 2.
That's why they've gone back to buy 1.
That's why it's called the Switch 2, because you have to buy 2.
But the first one, it's gone up. I mean, they've not said it, but everyone knows tariffs. That's why it's going to have gone up.
Yeah.
It's the Switch 1 and all or a bunch of peripherals. And I believe 1 or 2 peripherals from the Switch 2, but don't quote me on that.
I believe so, yeah.
And they have said that the Switch 2 is staying the same price for now, but will likely be subject to price changes in the future.
Oof.
So yeah.
Damn.
Do they just want to tank the whole gaming economy? Like they want to just have no games ever.
It's not stop killing games anymore. It's stop killing the game industry.
Yeah. Because there's going to be like 4 people developing games left. There's going to be 1 console.
Yeah.
There's going to be like 3 games a year. It's going to be rubbish.
It'll all be AI.
In like a decade. Yeah.
Hopefully not, but that is the dour state at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Or brighten up your day, guys. Mario has been friend-zoned.
By Peach.
Poor Mario.
I thought it was always the cake. It was always the cake.
Or the cake. There you go.
Yeah, it was always cake. There was nothing else.
No, apparently Nintendo have come out with a statement about Mario and Peach's relationship, and they've basically just said Mario and Peach help each other out all the time, and they are very good friends.
Yes.
Wonder what kind of benefits they are helping each other out.
I mean, they did never say otherwise, but
I'm
everyone
sure
just kind of
points in
assumed.
the games where she's kissed him.
Kissed his lips, at least.
Yeah.
It's just a plumber that loves a princess. That's.
I think it all stems from like when did the original come out? The 80s, 90s, something like that?
80s. Yeah.
And the premise was princess is kidnapped. And then man saves her, and then
That's
at the
what you call a
end,
plumber.
they're all happy. Yeah.
Nintendo
So everyone just
is really
assumed
careful
they got
with this because
together.
They're swiftly going to move into not safe for work territory where plumber comes round. He's not in a relationship. He just
Maybe
comes
that's
around whenever she's having trouble on her own. You know,
maybe that's why they've had to say that it's just
fix your
friends.
pipes, love.
yeah.
Because if they said they were in a relationship, they would have been demonetized.
There you go. Visa and
Man cleans
Mastercard.
princess's pipe for free.
Yeah, Visa Mastercard's going to shut Nintendo down.
Yeah. Nintendo releases Bitcoin this year.
Okay, so the Nintendo Direct Partner Showcase happened. It was a thing.
Yay.
Now,
happened.
the first thing they showed, Joe, and it's very interesting because you've already talked about
Monster
it.
Hunter Stories 3.
Yes.
Yeah, what's in the trailer?
So, looks good.
Looks good. It
Yeah.
actually looks a bit like Breath of the Wild animation.
Yes. Yeah, I get what you
The
mean.
new Fire Emblems look kind of similar as well.
Yeah. They didn't
But
really.
it's people versus people war, which has never happened before in Monster Hunter. At least
okay.
not in actual live time. It happened like in the past long ago.
Yeah.
But this
That'd be interesting.
looks
Then.
like a person v like Kingdom v Kingdom.
Oh, nice. That'd be interesting then.
Yeah.
They didn't show a lot other than that, though. I imagine just some eggs and
Yeah.
creatures.
I imagine it'll be Dragon Riders versus Hunters.
Cool.
Like, because even in the first game, they talk about, we don't take any of this out of the village because people don't understand, like, that you can be friends with monsters. It's like they use them as either livestock or, like,
I see.
foes.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
But that'd be cool. Cool that they're making another one. Ben, you're going to be really excited about this one. Once Upon a Katamari. Do you remember that rolling game?
Katamari Damacy.
I mean,
Roll
for
the
the
ball.
fans.
Notoriously, Ben really didn't like this when he played it. So
It was just the weirdest experience. That was all I had to say about it. It was odd. It wasn't that it was terrible. I like silly games like that, but what was he doing with a V-neck that went down to his crotch? What was the guy doing?
He obviously inspired Borat's fashion.
Clearly. Anyway, no, don't get me on it. I'm not going to.
We'll move on. So, and then they just had basically a massive block of all the games coming to Switch 2, all the third-party games. So we've got Chronos: The New Dawn, Dragon Ball Z, Sparking Zero, Star Wars Outlaws, Borderlands 4, all sorts of stuff.
It was quite impressive. I think it's because
all the reasons you'd already bought other consoles.
Yes. Now there are some new games like Borderlands 4 and Chronos that are coming to Switch too. You know, so no, they're not out yet. So I do, that is exciting. I think it's good to see that games are coming to Switch 2 that are also coming to the rest of the consoles like soon.
Yeah, definitely. I would never have expected Borderlands 4 to come.
No, I think it's probably just for now. Eventually, further down the line, Switch 2 will be more outdated, and then they'll have to start going through the same process like they had to with the Switch 1. But it's cool that at least for
Witcher 3 on there.
But at least for the time being, it's competitive and games can come to it.
I will say, I don't think at any point during the showcase did they say or show if it was on the cartridge or not.
Randy Pitchford had come out for Borderlands 4 and said there's no way they'll fit it on a cartridge, so that will be a download.
Fair enough.
But the others, I don't know.
Yeah. We got more shown for the new Hyrule Warriors game, Age of Imprisonment. Just a new trailer, basically. Looks very much like the other ones. It's set
Is it based on Breath of the Wild 2?
Yeah.
Like
Tears of the Kingdom.
Yeah, it's like so in Tears of the Kingdom, Zelda gets sent back in time, basically. It's during that time.
Yeah, right,
period.
okay.
Yeah. So no Link, I imagine. But then again, the last Hyrule Warriors was supposed to be set before Breath of the Wild, and that completely changed. that completely changed the end of the story to where it was an alternate timeline by the end.
Yeah.
So
the Warriors games should never be classed as full canon. Anyway.
No. They showed this weird game called Chilling by the Fire, and it's literally just like a campfire simulator.
Wow.
But you could use a Nintendo Switch camera. It just looked weird because it was showing like people's faces around the campfire. Yeah.
VR chat basically now.
Yeah, basically. And then they ended it with basically saying, we've got 2 more games coming. And they ended up both being by Square Enix. The first one was called The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. So I don't know, very catchy. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, you've made your main character called Elliot. And that's what you've named the whole...
of Elliot.
Yeah. The whole game franchise on.
Elio bombed for a reason.
At least it's different though. It's just not some guy's name. But that looked pretty interesting. It was like do you want to do like the 2D, 3D art style? So it's pixelated 2D.
Yeah.
But it
like the Dragon Quest's like HD remake thing. Yeah. But
it wasn't turn-based. It was like action. It almost kind of looked like old school Zeldas. Basically, or that style of game. It looked pretty interesting. To be fair, I don't know if I'd ever give it a go.
Like, just call it something cool.
Yeah, definitely. The Adventures of Elliot is not going to sell, unfortunately. No. Hopefully, it does well.
If it's a good game, I think it will. But
yeah, and then they ended on a new Octopath Traveler game, Octopath Traveler 0.
Oh, pretty cool.
Yeah, so. That looked really good. They showed a lot of new stuff, which seemed really interesting, actually. But if you like the games, go and watch the trailer because it did look fun. And then December 4th, they said it was coming out. So this year as well.
Nice.
And that is it for the news.
Oh, I actually have a little...
go on.
I have one as well.
Oh my God.
I've been shown, it was like also almost a comedy article.
Yeah.
Which came from a Reddit post, and it was so on Nintendo 64, the Donkey Kong games came with yellow cartridges to simulate bananas.
Okay.
Or there was like a yellow cartridge.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
country and stuff. Well, someone who like an avid fan of Donkey Kong was a bit annoyed that his cartridge was red. So he took the cartridge apart, like the whole like the innards were all fine, but he spray painted it yellow to like emulate the old games.
Yeah.
Apparently the tolerances are so tight in the new Switch that the layer of spray paint they put over it was enough to jam the cartridge in his console.
Wow.
And then brick his console.
Why would you do that anyway?
I mean, that does sound...
You think a layer of spray paint's not going to be enough, is it? It's like...
I mean, to be perfectly honest, when because I work in engineering, if ever we're designing something, we do have to take into account paint.
Yeah,
it does add a couple of mil. Like, it doesn't sound a lot, but it can make a difference.
Yeah,
but on industrial parts, you need a couple of couple of paint, a couple of mil thick.
Yeah,
this is literally 3 layers of a rattle can, which is not going to even be a millimeter difference.
No, but I'm not being funny. Like, I would not spray paint anything and put it in my Switch.
No, so,
like, he's only got himself to blame.
I mean, I'm just thinking about the consistency of spray paint as well, and I'm just like, is it going to work?
1 million in some places, 500,000 others.
Yeah. But still funny.
I don't think it'd be enough.
Very funny.
You couldn't even take the cartridge back out. So,
well,
that is
ram it in.
To be fair, that is weird. That it's
just imagine this guy hammering it in. It's not going in. I'll just push it a bit harder. Come on, you.
That's what I think might have happened. Like, it went in fine, but then like with the heat generation of the Switch, it might have done.
Yeah, but it might have melted. Might have melted the paint a little bit, and then it's hardened again, and it stuck
itself to it.
I remember putting in one of my cartridges in the OG Switch. I put a cartridge in back to front.
Oh.
And that got stuck, and I panicked. I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I managed to get it out eventually. So
I did the same thing with the Joy-Cons. You put one back to front. It's hard to get them back off, but you can do it.
Yeah.
But you feel like you're breaking it.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I've broke my Switch.
They shouldn't make it able to do that.
No, I agree. My little piece of news, it was something Lucy showed me last night, actually. She was scrolling through TikTok and she was like, have you seen this game on Steam? It's called Mage Arena. You've seen it?
No.
It's blowing up at the moment. It's just like one of those silly multiplayer games.
Oh, is this the one where you voice command
Yes.
spells?
No, I have seen it.
So when you fight, you've got like your spell book. It's like a bit pixely, but 3D pixely. And you'll be like, fireball! And your spell book will flip to a fireball spell and you'll cast a fireball. So it's just loads of people running around going, hey, you there, mage! You're not a real mage! Cast fireball!
But I've seen the comical moments where the people chatting to each other afterwards is, did you kill it? Oh yeah, thunderclap. They're dead. Crap.
But I think that's such a clever idea. It's just like, it probably won't last, but those little things.
Is it a mobile game then?
No, it's on Steam.
Oh,
so you use your headset.
I have seen people mod this kind of thing into like Skyrim VR as well.
Yeah,
that's cool.
I remember Skyrim on Xbox you could connect up to and do your dragon shouts.
Oh, could you? I didn't even know that.
But no one does because you don't want to be shouting at your screen. You feel like a knob.
You do.
How would you remember those?
Well,
some of them were like
that's what separates the weak from the child.
Well, you can only have one equipped at once.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm thinking. But on this game, you can. I don't know how many spells there are, but yeah.
You do say how often do you remember your dragon shouts, but the way I get my cats out of the way is I do Fus. Fus! And then they move.
Well, everyone remembers Fusadar.
Yeah, I don't remember any of the others.
To be fair, I think that's all I used.
It's the best one.
It's like the only one that gets subtitles, so you know what to say.
Yeah, I just thought I'd shout that out because it does look ace.
Nice one. Yeah. Cool. Well, we'll quickly do the socials before we jump into this Q&A session. I mean, you've all sent us questions anyway, but if you want to send us more questions, email us at gaminggarnish@gmail.com or message us on any of our socials. We're on everything, basically. Yeah. But one of the best places to be is the Discord. So if you just type in Gaming Garnish on Discord, you'll probably find us very easily.
We are doing the Q&A episode. However, if you do just have a question, we will try our best to answer it in a few
100%. Yeah, definitely. We really like answering questions.
Yeah, and to be fair, these questions are about our time on the pod rather than just general.
Yeah, they might just be general.
Yeah, definitely. But like and subscribe. That always helps.
Spread the news.
Yeah.
Tell a friend. We haven't said that in ages.
Sprinkle the garnish.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Sprinkle the garnish. I like that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But moving on, we're now going to our special segment. So we'll get this Q&A session on
the road.
Yeah. I was thinking of the words then.
Thank you everyone who sent in a question, by the way.
Definitely. We've had so many.
Yeah.
We're going to try and get through them all. Apologies if we don't, but we're going to try to.
Everyone... We'll try and get to everyone who's asked a question. Some people asked a couple questions, so we'll try and get to all the questions. But if we have to cut any because it goes on a bit too long, we'll probably cut some of the double questions just so everyone's had a question answered.
Yeah. Well, I'll get us started. We have a question from SGNY. What is your favourite and least favourite game you have played for Buried by Backlog?
Oh.
He also has a bonus question, but we'll answer that quickly.
Yes. Oh, best and worst, was it?
Yeah, so I'm going to throw out my worst one. I think it's probably Bloodstained Ritual.
Okay, yeah.
God, I think I'm with you.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have to admit, though, Sea of Thieves
was pretty low
as well. The best one, now, if I'm going to pick one that I've picked, the best one is Expedition 33. We've just played it. That is the best. But if I'm picking something somebody else has picked, I would probably have to go with Another Crab's Treasure.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That one was really good. There's been some really other good ones, but that one was really good. What about you guys?
So for me, best, agreed, Expedition 33, no question. I probably would agree with you on the second shout though, as being maybe my second favourite one. But Expedition 33 will be hard to beat. I think I even said at the time this was my favourite Backlog game.
Yeah.
The quality just oozes from that game.
Mm-hmm.
As for worst, you make two very good shouts.
Yeah.
However, for me, it's Fable Anniversary.
Oh no!
Oh really?
Yeah.
Wow!
I had the most miserable time with that game. More than probably equal maybe to Bloodstained, but at least Bloodstained, although we didn't particularly like the art style, what it was going for was, I could see what they were going for. Whereas with Fable, yes, it was just old. I get that.
Yeah.
But it is.
Yeah. It's a bit outdated now, but I still enjoyed its charms.
Yeah, I did. I had no redeeming features for that game, but that's just a personal thing for me. I did not enjoy that game.
Ben?
It's a bit of a flick up between Inside and Bloodstained. Was it
Inside?
Inside, yeah.
It's an
I
excellent
told you about it at the
game.
time. It just didn't. I didn't like it.
Yeah, you didn't like the feeling.
I see where it was
you?
coming from. It was the feeling that ruined it for me.
Yeah.
It was another crab for me. I still love it. It's great.
Fantastic.
Was that? Did you pick another crab?
I did pick another crab. Yeah.
Oh, well, what about something that somebody else has picked?
Crap. What was the first thing we played? I forgot the name of it.
Dishonored.
Yeah.
Pleasantly surprised by Dishonored. I'd never played any of them, and I actually really enjoyed it. A lot more than I thought it was going to.
You haven't beat the very first one we picked.
It's all been downhill from there.
Yep, it's a bad place to peak, I'm not going to
lie. Nice, Joe.
My favourite one has to be Jusant.
Oh, okay.
I see that. You really like that.
It was because it's the only game that I've wanted to do from start to finish in one sitting.
Yeah.
And proceeding to do so.
Because it was a nice short game.
I had time to,
yeah.
And I was so glad that I didn't take a pause in the middle because I would have been like, well, probably wouldn't have gone back to it. But not because it's a bad game, but because I was interrupted. I like how flowing the story was.
Definitely.
How it was just done on discovery and stuff. Worst game, is one that I picked, actually.
Oh, I know.
It's not Bloodstained, it was Tectonica.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, to be fair.
It was just because it was like buggy and still new. Like, if it was a finished thing, I would have been more like gelled with it because it was just because none of it came together well. Like the multiplayer bit of it was all broken and janky. And some of the glitches I had were a bit mad where you just fall through the world.
Yeah. True. I enjoyed it because of the co-op aspect.
Yeah.
In the same way that Sea of Thieves wasn't the worst for me because of the co-op. It did elevate it that little bit. Yeah. But no, fair enough.
Because it wasn't a good experience to play.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the concept of like the building aspect of it and stuff, but because so many things kept going wrong, it just was a bit ruined.
Because you kind of
still early access, did you just say?
Still in preview, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I could probably say the same sort of thing for that one. What Ben picked it last.
Overthrown,
yeah. I liked what they were doing. I could see where it was going, but because it was early access, it felt like early access. Yeah.
I'm going to go back to Tectonica actually because I enjoyed the game, but at the same moment, it was just a bad experience at the time. I think.
Yeah.
I do have an honourable mention for second best though, and that's
RoboQuest.
No, that was my third. Exoprimal.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We did have a good time with that. Yeah. Cool.
Definitely.
Awesome.
Well, SGNY also asks, also, what is your favourite setting for playing games? E.g., couch TV, PC desk, Steam Deck in the park?
Ooh. So,
couch TV.
Couch
TV, yeah, for me too.
The only downside to couch TV is you've got to kick everyone else out of the living room. Because I can't play games with anyone else in the room.
I used to...
Oh, you see, I don't care.
Too distractiony. I'm pausing every minute to listen to conversation. And
I know what you mean. I quite like parallel play, where I'm playing and Lucy's doing something else.
That's fine, but nice. She's playing the game with you. But like, say,
but even if she's not, even if she's doing something else,
got something on the side, like on her phone, she's also playing that out loud. She's asking me questions and showing me stuff. And
I know.
I can't fully immerse myself in the world.
I agree. I mean, I used to play quite a bit of PC, and I liked that setup of like, this is my serious gaming time. I'm sitting.
Serious time.
I liked that. However, it did get to a point, especially because I work on a PC now.
That's it for me.
It gets to the point where I'm like, you know what? When I'm playing games, I'm playing to relax. So usually I'm the same as you guys, on the couch in a unrealistic position where I'm like strewn out, kind of half led, half, as comfortable as I can get, which is completely ruining my body and posture, and then playing on the big screen.
But what you could do is you could get a living room PC to play games on Steam.
That's what you do, isn't it, Ben?
But like
it runs my PC runs my living room, so it's all my TV and everything now because it's easy to just turn the PC on.
But for me, like in terms of like where I like to play, it's living room.
Yeah.
So I tend to agree with the living room couch because that is where I start playing my game.
Then you stand.
And then only people who really know me will know this, but I just stand up and I don't know what it is, but I'll be
TV. TV's at face height.
The TV's. I would like to say my TV's just high up on the wall because of the fireplace.
There is a whole subreddit just for you. It's called TV Too High.
Yeah,
and it's like measurement from the ceiling is how close people will go.
But even
when I was living with my parents,
the TV was quite low.
And Brad will know this because obviously we're brothers. So the TV wasn't high up then, and I used to sit in the bed.
Bedroom, though.
I used to sit in the bed and stand up.
Yeah, but we used to have the Xbox for the longest time downstairs in the second living room. Makes us sound so posh.
The conservatory.
But it really wasn't. No, it wasn't even the conservatory. We're not posh. The house had 2 living rooms, and I've never seen a house with 2 living rooms since.
Yeah.
But me and Jake sort of shared that back living room as like our gaming space.
Yeah.
With the old cathode ray.
The back room.
Yeah, the back room. Yeah. And that was quite low down.
Yeah, and I still stood up then.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I'll always start relaxed, and then as soon as something intense happens, I'll stand up and I'll sit back down.
I've started to do that. I found I was doing that with that last Wuchang boss.
Oh, there you go.
You see, I just do the gamer lean forward and then put
edge
elbows on the knees.
Perched.
It even gets to the point where my legs, I'm like, you need to sit down, Jake.
Yeah.
Legs are tired.
I tried it for like a week doing what you do, and I'm like, my calves were killing me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I still wait to lean forward in intense moments. I was like, on my tiptoes.
So yeah, that's an interesting fact about me.
Yeah.
Standing up gaming. I've been laughed at all my life.
Get out of the way.
Why don't you hit us with a question, Brad?
Okay, so I've got this question here from Steve. So thank you, Steve, for asking. It says, what is the most evil video game corporation? Fictional, not real life. Because my mind did go straight to Warner Bros. Actually, but no.
I went
fictional.
to EA.
Yeah. Most people do, but I think EA...
went to Nintendo.
I think EA are on the trajectory back up. I think they've made some good moves.
Okay.
Like they have actually said they're not doing $80 games for the foreseeable.
Okay.
So,
I would.
Well, that's not the question. The question is fictional.
I would probably say Microsoft, not Xbox. If we're going with,
but fictional. Ben hit the nail on the head. It's Umbrella.
Yeah,
Umbrella, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, so not fictional game developer corporations.
No,
fictional corporations within game. Right, I'm with you.
Yes.
I was like, how do you know so many fictional game devs?
Abstergo, I think, is the only one I can think of because I think in one of the games they're a game developer.
Yeah, aren't they? Yeah. I think you hit the nail on the head there with Umbrella, and I don't even play those games.
But Abstergo is another one, isn't it?
Yeah.
InGen from Jurassic Park.
Okay.
They are in Jurassic Park games.
Yeah.
But they keep making the same terrible mistakes. Yeah.
I mean, you could arguably say...
what about the people who extract the Mako from...
yes.
From Final Fantasy VII?
Why can't I think of their names? It's going to really annoy me after
What's
this podcast.
What's the tower called? Where they have all this stuff. The big factory.
Shinra. Shinra are pretty bad. Yeah, Shinra. I'm going to go with Shinra.
Yeah.
Because they are pretty...
I mean, to be fair, the more you think about it, there's quite a lot of...
I mean, even like, I'm thinking about Helldivers, and I'm like, well, you're working for the evil corporation, sort of.
Is it evil?
It's supposed to be. Yeah.
It's like satirical, isn't it, I suppose?
Yeah.
But cool.
Yeah. Awesome question.
Hit us with a question, Joe.
I've got one from Higgy LTD. He says, I presume you're all buddies beforehand. What inspired you all to start the podcast?
Well, that's a good question. Yeah. It might be a lengthy tale, to be fair. So, correct me if
Three of us were buddies beforehand.
Yeah, I met Jake doing the podcast.
Yeah.
It turns out we shared a lot of the same childhood and parents.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so two of us were friends beforehand.
So, I've known Brad my whole life, he's my brother. Joe,
actually, no, you haven't, because you were.
Oh, 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. There you go.
I've known Jake my whole life.
Joe, I've known since
more than 10 years now.
Yeah,
definitely. Way more than 10 years.
College, so 14?
Nearly 20 years, I think.
14,
16?
15? Something like that.
Time is a flat circle.
Yeah, 14 years.
We were very fast friends. We had loads in common, didn't we? So,
but we actually didn't meet on purpose. Like, we didn't meet from going to school or anything like that. It was just through one other friend.
Yeah. One of my good
on the same course as me.
Yeah, one of my good friends, Jamie, did a course. What was it? A
motor vehicle
course. And then we just ended up meeting.
And he was like, my mate, he's a drummer. You should go and play with him. And I was like, oh, sure. Let's do that.
Because Joe plays bass, I play guitar. We had a band. Contraband
for a bit. Yeah.
Contraband. Shout out to Contraband. We had
the 2 songs we recorded and never released.
The 2? I thought there was only one. Red Hot Lights.
That might be an horror band, Joe. We had 2.
No, I was thinking of the ones where we put the phone in the cupboard during band practice to record.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Those are the days. But that's not the question.
And then, Ben, I know from work, basically. And how long have we known each other now? How long you worked there? 4 years?
About 4 years, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's a lot going on with how this podcast started, to be fair. I bought podcast equipment years ago because I wanted to do a podcast with another friend, Harry, shout out. Joe was part of that as well, to be fair. You were a guest on
the same job that
episodes. Yeah. That kind of just like fizzled out.
It was a comedy.
It was more of a comedy podcast in a game.
We were relying on guests.
I always wanted to do a podcast. And you know, we've all of us have talked about games with each other anyway. Like me and Brad talked about games loads.
Every time me and Jake get together, like at any sort of family event, we always just end up chatting about games.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
It's so much more interesting.
We've grown up with games all our lives, and then when we started this, so we already had that all in the back of our mind. When we started this, I'd just kind of come out as something a bit traumatic, I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I just need to do the things that I actually want to do. Yeah. Like nothing's stopping me from doing these things.
Hold the pin.
I want to do a podcast, and I love gaming. Why don't I just do that? So I was chatting to Ben at work about this. I just was like, I just want to do it. And then you just went,
I've always wanted to do something too. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm in. And we're like, oh, okay. And then to be fair, that was probably more of the pin, because I was talking about it like, I need to do this. I want to do it. But you probably
we were talking Elden Ring, weren't we? Really?
You pulling that, yeah. And then we're all playing Elden Ring at the time, and it was just like there was so much to talk about. Like I think you said to me once, Brad, just hit record and we'd have a podcast.
Well, yeah, we just talk so much about games. All we need to do is hit record at what we're talking about normally.
Water cooler moments forever.
So then once Ben was in and we were chatting about it, we were like, well, who else is in? And my first thought was like, well, my brother Brad, growing up with games all our lives, we always talk about it. And my friend Joe, like 100%, like we all love games. And it was very quick after that. It was just like, right, let's try it. Let's try the practice episode out.
We already had the equipment.
We already had the equipment from the other stuff. So, and Joe's got all the knowledge with editing and
audio
everything.
Editing,
so,
which is the other college course I did.
Yeah. And then we started, anything else to add, guys? That's kind of like the origins. Yeah. We're kind of inspired by, I mean, personally, inspirations are...
We've got another question about inspirations later.
We have. Okay, well, I'll answer that in a sec then. But yeah, that's kind of how it came about.
Basically,
there is a sort of bolt on to this, which is podcast related. I'll just do it quick. What other podcasts, gaming and non, do we all listen to?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So that was the bonus.
So I suppose one of the big inspirations for me is when Skill Up and Jake Baldino and Lucy James started the Friends Per Second. The Completionist at the time, but I'm going to that. Start the Friends Per Second podcast. And that was also one of the other things that I was like, why am I not doing this? I've wanted to do this for ages.
Yeah. For me, I never actually used to listen to podcasts. I used to always wonder, like, why do people bother? You know, I get all my news by reading things, and if I'm listening to something, it's usually music. So I never really thought of listening to podcasts. And then I used to watch a lot of YouTube videos of What Culture.
Yes.
And I used to like their videos, and a lot of it was lists, but I used to like it when they were doing more news stuff.
Yeah.
And then I just noticed one day that they were doing podcasts and it was all news based. So I thought, well, I don't have to watch on YouTube. I can just listen on Spotify, and then I don't have to get ads all the time. And So I started listening to theirs probably first and really, really enjoyed that. There's a lot of like good personalities on there that I really sort of like vibed with. So I really enjoyed them. And then, as you say, the Friends Per Second podcast, when that started, I don't have too many podcasts that I listen to because it would be too much. And a lot of the time, especially in gaming, they say the same things as each other.
Yeah. They're like mostly reviewing stuff then.
Yeah, or all the same news coverage, you know what I mean? I just like to hear it from two different perspectives, but so I don't have any more than that, but that keeps my week fully entertained. Culture has like 3 podcasts a week, and then you've got the Friends Per Second every 2 weeks, and then I do listen to ours because I just think it's good to, you know, to see what goes well, what goes poorly.
Apologise for the corrections.
So between all that, I've always got a podcast on the go. So.
Yeah, definitely. I do listen to a few D&D ones as well on occasion.
Yeah, that's mine. That's what I listen to Legends of Evantris a lot.
Yeah,
because I like listening to long form podcasts, like hour, 2 hour long.
I like that.
Yes,
you don't have to listen to them all in one go, and it saves where you were last time. So it's like watching your favorite TV show, but you can do other stuff at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
And not miss out on anything.
Gaming is my special interest, so it's like all I listen to.
I listen to a lot of YouTube gaming stuff in general, but they're the podcasts. What about you, Ben?
I started listening to podcasts when I started working at Arspot, Jake, mainly because I was in a bay with a grinder all day, which is hard to do.
Yeah.
You see nothing but 4 walls and grind metal.
And you can't talk to anyone.
Nobody to talk to.
Yeah, it almost becomes a conversation in your ears, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I started listening to Fallout Lorecast first, which is a Robots Radio one, because I'm quite into Fallout, always have been. And other things under Robots Radio was the gaming things I listened to. So there was, actually it's a D&D one, Fumbling 4.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Fumbling 4 and the Almighty Crypt, because of the storytelling in it. It's fantastic. It's just, I found it really funny. And then I listened to a couple of It's Not So Bad was one I listened to, which is a film review, and it's trying to find a good thing in a really bad film.
Okay, cool.
It's just kind of fun. It's a shame it's ended now, but I listened to all of that. And I think that's about it, really.
Cool.
I'm more into books more than anything now, really, because I over podcast myself otherwise.
Yeah.
In audiobooks.
Yeah, I listen to audiobooks more than anything now.
Cool. All right, well, thanks for those questions.
Ben, you got any questions for us?
I have a question from Martin in our Discord. With Joe looking at buying Trackball in the near future, 2025, might have misread it already. I'd like to know what is your favorite game peripheral purchase, and what is the one you'd wished you hadn't? You had stayed at which is the one you had stayed away from?
Okay,
sorry.
Guitar Hero controller.
Best.
Best.
When I saw this question, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Guitar Hero, 100%.
Yeah.
Well, actually, more specifically, the second Guitar Hero controller, because then you could play with someone else.
I suppose, yeah.
Well, if I was
the whole Rock Band set.
If I was being granular, I'd probably say the World Tour one. Is that the one with the trackpad for the solo bit?
Yes, I think so.
Quite like that.
The Guitar Hero Live had that, I think.
Yeah, the drums were better too than Rock Band.
Yeah, because Rock Band was also great, but you like the drums, didn't you?
Yeah.
As for worse, that's the one I couldn't figure out, because everyone I could think of that I was thinking is worse, I do have positive memories of.
I'm just thinking any third-party controller.
Mad Cats.
Yeah.
Don't buy third-party controllers.
Like OG Xbox accessories.
Yeah, mine was original PlayStation controller, and it was in the shape of the Wuchang symbol for Wuchang.
I know the one.
Oh, it's fun. I've still got it. It's so good. It's bad, and I hate it. So but I love it.
Is that your favourite, or is that your worst?
It's both. I can't play with it, but it looks so good.
For me, I think the worst, and people might shout at me for this, but the Donkey Kong bongos.
Oh, I do agree there.
I think they're on the same level as the Guitar Hero controller.
Yeah. That's the thing. So I'm torn. I'm torn because I loved it, but they didn't work very well. And maybe it's because I was an overzealous kid and I was hitting them too hard.
But I just
found they didn't quite work all the time. And
the way where it asked you to clap, it didn't detect the claps, so you could just blow into the microphone.
Exactly. So they weren't perfect, but they looked great.
Yeah,
I think if I was to pick a genuine worst, it's all the Wiimote attachments.
Yeah.
I do agree there as well.
I would say for worst is original N64 controller.
Yeah, but that's not peripheral.
It is. It's the controller.
Yeah, but it's not like, I think the idea...
Did you ever buy a third-party Nintendo 64 controller? Because that was even
Yes, I did. That was terrible.
I'll tell you what I loved for the Nintendo 64, the Game Boy attachment.
Yes, that was really good. I can think of a lot of old stuff, like the PS4 4 controller.
The PS1 or 2 for controller, I think.
Yeah.
Not for the PS4.
Yeah.
And it was like a V.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. It was like a V and you could plug 4 controllers in.
I remember we had light
like Crash Bash.
For Time Crisis,
the light, yeah. And then on the Game Boy, having your little light screen.
I never.
The light magnifier.
Yeah, the light magnifier. Yeah, great.
You could play it in the car finally.
Oh yeah. It's like, oh my god, why my Pokemon look so zoomed in?
Oh my god, how many batteries does it take?
Yeah.
AA for the lights, 2 AA's for the Game Boy.
I have to say one of the mentions will have to be either the SNES Bazooka, because at the time it was such a change from the NES. Yeah, I've still got it. I still got it in the loft. Which it was just kind of bad, really, the bazooka. But as cool as it is, and we all spoke about it, the NES Advantage did not give you an advantage. Sorry, it did not.
Is it because it doesn't have micro switches in it? It's still just an analog.
Yeah, basically. It was terrible for that. It was just terrible. It was full lock on the joystick to make it go. So,
oh wow,
that's a long way to move. Trying to move on a platformer.
Nice. Well, I've got another question for you guys. This is from Kasharoo. Question for the pod: best/worst achievement/trophy stories.
Okay, so mine was doing, to get in Halo.
Yeah.
To get the Recon armor set. I don't think there was an achievement attached to it, but it's an achievement in the sense to get the armor.
Yes.
So like the Hayabusa stuff, you had to beat the game on Legendary and it looked sick.
Yeah.
But the Recon stuff, I think it came out afterwards. You had to do everything on Legendary. You had to do
all 9 skulls.
All 9 skulls. There was a few different things you had to do in order to get all the stuff. And the last thing you had to do was, I think, complete 4 sets on Firefight on Legendary or something like that. On the hard.
Okay, yeah.
So it was hard. And I'd done every single thing. And this one night we'd put aside, me and my friends, to do the Firefight.
Yeah.
Now, all my friends had already got it, but they agreed to do it with me.
Okay.
So I was, great. This is going to be awesome. Anyway, we got to like the 3rd set, right towards the end. It was like within touching distance. And at this time, I'd fallen out with one of my other friends who wasn't part of our fire team.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but to spite me or whatever, he convinced one of my other friends who I was playing with to leave.
Oh, no.
Right at the end.
Oh.
So he left and we couldn't do it. I don't know if it ended the game or we just couldn't do it because we were missing a person. And he left right at the end and I never got Recon.
Oh,
and
that is a sad story.
Yeah, and it breaks me.
I hope you're not friends with this guy again.
Well, I don't really. Well, I became friends with him again at some point, then fell out with him, and then became friends again. Just one of those. But
just hope he's not listening to this story now. But I can't believe he remembers that. He's holding a grudge.
Yeah, he's really. Yeah.
Have you got a best though?
Well, best achievement.
Yeah.
Story. I don't think so. I used to achievement hunt, but never too much.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Not I can think of.
Well, what about you guys, Joe, Ben?
Mine is actually Halo adjacent. Well, it's Halo 3 related actually. It's achievement adjacent.
Yeah.
It's also armor pieces for online, but it was the security armor, which you unlocked when you did 80% of the achievements. Mm-hmm. So originally it was you got 800 out of 1,000 gamer score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I got that, and I never 100%ed the game. So when the map packs came out, which also introduced achievements, and the achievement score went up.
Yeah.
My 80% fell below, so my armor disappeared.
Oh,
so I had to get more achievements in the multiplayer maps and stuff, and do all the stuff to get it back.
That's annoying.
That is annoying.
And then every time another map pack came out, it introduced a couple more achievements. I'm like, I have to get it again, because it just randomly put me back to like the basic Mark 6 armor.
Yeah,
I didn't know it did
whatever
that.
It was. I was like, where's all my armor gone? And it was like, oh no, because you've filmed below the threshold, you no longer have 80% gamer score.
I remember
if they'd originally done it as you had to get 800 gamer score to do it, I would have kept it.
Well, that's so
it's tied to the percentage of the achievements done.
Yeah, that's so weird because the sword, the katana you could get, you had to have 1,000 gamer score.
No, I don't think you did. I think you had to get all
to do
skulls.
The 9 skulls.
Oh, did you?
Hayabusa with sword, yeah.
I thought you needed to do that. But yeah, interesting. They had different ways of doing it.
Yeah. So I think I got it like 3 times.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I've got my loadout back again. And he was like, what loadout? I was like, oh, I'll explain it to you later.
Ben, do you have any?
I have my favorite one was 100% I got on a game called Legion, I think, for the 360. I haven't got very many. I'm not really an achievement hunter.
Yeah.
But it was an old game that I knew nothing about. It was pretty damn awful, but you could absolutely blitz it in a few hours and get 100% so easily. And I don't know why I'm so proud of it, because it was so easy to do. But I am, and I always will be.
It's like the King Kong game. You just play the game and get it.
Yeah. The worst one, I think it's a bit adjacent. Again, it's not exactly achievement worthy, but it's the general grinds, like the Resident Evil under 3 hour, try and do it, glitch your way upstairs so that you're faster, everything, just to get one item. And then when you get the one item, you've put that much time into doing the game, you just don't want to play it anymore.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
If it's 3 hours and you don't get it because you're like 3 hours
and you got to do another 3 hours, no save, no first aid sprays, no none of this, or do it all with a knife, and you get to the end and you go, oh crap.
Yeah.
So that's I really want the XCOM 2 one, but there's very simple things. You've got to play through the whole game and beat the game before the clock ticks over to a certain date. And I was in 1 day.
Can you?
I was within. I was like 1 day over, and I was like, for God's sake. But there's loads of achievements like that. I do the last mission with 4 squad members, and I'm like, but you only can do that if you don't upgrade certain things.
I think there was one for Mass Effect 2 that was like that, where you had to complete the game with certain crew members left on your ship. But if you didn't make decisions earlier on in the game, they died at the end. So
there's a lot of games like that where I think Mass Effect 1, you need like all the lore or something. So you have to speak to like certain people, but there's one that you can miss right at the beginning. You literally just you just don't click the right dialogue box, and you don't get the lore in your thing. But so I had to start Mass Effect 1 again. This was on the Legendary Edition as well, just to get that one piece of lore, and then go through loads of the game just to get more.
Try not to miss out other ones by speed clicking.
Well, you couldn't. That was the only one you could miss, and it was right at the start. Okay. But apparently, you could get the rest just by like beelining a lot of the Citadel and stuff.
What about your best?
So my best and probably worst at the same time is Crash Team Racing.
Oh,
I think,
God, yeah.
Because by the end of that, by the end of doing the Crash Team, it's called Nitro Feudal, isn't it? The remake.
Yeah.
The remake. By the end of that, my hands, they just felt sore. Like I was playing like, I probably finished the game, and then like for the next like 2 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks, I was just like, right, I've got to get all these time trials. I can do this. And by the end of that like month of time, I had to like I was seriously going to the bathroom and put my hands in like cold water at points, being like, oh my God, my hands hurt. But at the end, I remember getting it and being like, oh, finally, it is
so
done.
Intense his eyes were touching the TV.
Yes. I was leaning forward like Michael Jackson at this point.
I think my best, if I was just to throw it out, is probably like beating the final boss in Elden Ring. The the DLC.
Yeah,
just
definitely.
Something like that.
I just like a good challenge. Yeah. That's the first one that comes. There's probably better ones that I've done.
Yeah.
But that's the first one that comes to mind.
Is it my question next?
Yeah.
So I've got one here from Damon. What is your favourite game from the PS2 or OG Xbox generation? It's quite a hard one because Siri's saying he found the answer on the web. That big toe, yeah. Oh, it's right. No, I don't know what mine would be. It's
There's probably a few.
To mind are the games we've talked about to death. So Path of Neo, Shaolin Monks, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks.
Yes.
Games like that really do stick out.
If I really had to pick one, it has to be Star Wars Battlefront 2. Because I played that to death.
Yeah,
Time Splitters 3 as well for me.
Yeah, but I do like Shaolin Monks and Matrix Path of Neo. I played loads as well. But Star Wars Battlefront 2 is the one that I just, every few months, I'd just boot it back up.
Fair.
Fantastic.
Cool. Joe, Ben?
My favourite one on OG Xbox isn't my favourite for it being the best game, but for having it the best Easter egg.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It was Project Gotham Racing 2.
Yeah.
Had you could go into your garage mode and set up you had a multi-car villa where you could go and look at your cars that you'd bought with your kudos points.
Yes.
And in the corner of one of the garages that you could purchase was 2 arcade cabinets, and they had the full Geometry Wars games in them.
I remember, because they did that in later games too, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's
cool. I was like, that's amazing.
That
you had a full game within a game. And I think I ended up spending more time playing Project Gotham Racing to play that because I didn't have Xbox Live or anything at the time to buy the games.
Yeah.
I want to say some later games have done that, like Homefront: The Revolution. I want to say has Time Splitters 1 or something. It has something on an arcade cabinet, but the whole game.
Yeah, that's sick.
Oh wow,
that is sick.
Yeah. Cool, Ben.
OG Xbox was clearly the Halo days. I mean,
that's
very true.
Answer, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah.
I did. I'll just throw one out there. I did play a game on, I think it was the PS2 or it could have been a PS1. I can't fully remember. I had a copy of the game, and it was a turn-based RPG, and it was my first experience of an RPG ever, and first experience of turn-based as well. And it was so in depth for the day, and I remember it being so fantastic, and I never knew what the name was.
Oh no!
Because the title was in Japanese. And I smudged it with my thumb, so I didn't know what it said.
That game,
and I still don't know what it is to this day.
Google all PlayStation 2.
That'll be a long
I know,
list.
yeah. I've tried looking.
Yeah.
I've tried looking, and I just can't figure out what it was. But I put months of my life into this game. I loved it.
You'll find it in 20 years, and then
my god, it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will quickly say as well, because I suppose this is around the same time. GameCube. Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Super Smash Bros.
I was thinking that, but because the question didn't say.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I do have a couple of vulnerable mentions from PS2 because I never had one, but every time I went to my mate's house, I asked him, can I play this game? Because it was like a one-player game. And it was called Seek and Destroy or Search and Destroy.
Yes.
Like a tank game, which played a bit like Hogs of War.
Is it not
so
mech
you could move around on your turn. No, it's
tank.
Okay.
Yeah,
you can do
tanks.
loads of stuff to your tanks though. Like you give them wings.
I remember this. Because one of my friends
Anthony.
Yes,
that's the one I'm thinking of.
It was fantastic. I never owned it. I had to go to someone's house to play it as well.
I started a new game on his memory card and I didn't realise it overwrote his.
Oh no, Joe!
No.
Luckily, it wasn't one of his favourite games. He got bought by his grandma.
I remember doing that. We used to have bring a toy to school day in primary school, and everyone brought the Game Boys in, and then all the people would want go, so you'd let them have a go, and they'd start a new game on Pokemon, and you just hear from across the room, so and so started a new game, and I remember doing it once and legging it across the thing and taking it off them and turning it off before they could save it. Saved my game. So thankfully I was all right. But,
Thankfully, life came and got you back when SSX Tricky.
I know, Brad deleted that save. That would have been my favourite PS2 game.
That was your canon event. It had to happen.
I know. Awesome. Thanks for the question.
The mech game you're thinking of, I think it was Gun Griffin Blaze.
It wasn't.
No? Okay.
No, I don't know what that is.
That was a similar.
But cool.
Could have been Armored Core.
A helicopter mech.
I think I might just be thinking of the tank game, to be honest. But I don't know. All right, Joe.
Oh, yes. So I've got another one from Higgy, LTD. It says, the earliest, most significant memories of gaming.
I know what mine is.
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know if mine is
That's quite easy.
Earliest. Do you want to go, Ben?
That's quite easy.
Yeah.
It was the dining room of my dad's house playing Mario, the original Mario, and Duck Hunt with a NES with my brother. That was my earliest significant memory.
So mine it's probably not even my earliest, but it's at least one of the most significant, is playing Crash Wrath of Cortex and being on the water boss.
Oh yeah. Oh god, that was so hard at the time.
It was so hard. And I remember me, you and Dad playing it.
Yeah.
Dad couldn't, whenever something was too hard, we usually just got Dad to play. And he didn't really play games, but he was an adult. So he just kind of do it.
He played a lot of PS1 with us.
Yeah, but this was PS2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I remember trying. I can't remember who beat him in the end. I want to say it was me, but I could be.
It was me. No,
I could be wrong. But I remember Dad could not do it.
I remember beating the fire one.
Fire was the fire one.
No, it's the third one.
Was it the third? Oh, it's like rock, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, the water boss on that, I remember I was struggling for so long because you had to like platform and jump over his water attacks and get to the end of like a series of jumps, and hit him, and then he'd move, and then you'd have to do it again.
Yeah,
it's so hard. But that's probably mine.
Similar to having our dad involved. Crash, the original Crash Team Race, and I brought it up again. I remember it. We were struggling with one of the bosses.
It was with Nitro because he set off early, and we were fuming because he was cheating.
Yeah.
Because it goes like 3, 2, and he goes.
Yeah.
Like, what?
I think again. I might be wrong. Might be misremembering, but I think I beat Nitro.
I think you did. Yeah.
But I think he beat the boss before, which is Pinstripe. And I think the way he did it is he actually fell off the map and landed on the track, but further on, and he was like half the track ahead. And I don't know how he was like, I don't know how I've done it.
I did.
I was like, wow. Yeah. And then just Dad playing Doom 3 again, really scared.
And Red Faction. The first one on PS2, I remember playing a lot.
Definitely. Yeah. Obviously, I have loads of gaming fond memories.
But loads of memories playing Smash Bros. Melee.
Smash Bros. Playing Halo. I remember you didn't get Halo 4.
That's definitely not earliest memory.
Yeah, this is like way later on. Yeah. But I was working at Sainsbury's or something at the time, so I'd like put it aside for myself. And you ordered it online.
Yeah.
And you didn't get it in time. And I remember bringing it back and just being like, and I was supposed to play with some friends, and I just was like, no, sorry, I'm playing with my brother tonight. He hasn't got it.
I think it's definitely a significant gaming moment because I used to play a lot of games, but I don't know how, like, whether I was like mega, like it wasn't part of my personality as much. Yeah. And then one year we asked for an OG Xbox for Christmas.
No, it was 360.
No, we asked for an OG Xbox, and the 360 had come out because it was like a big thing.
Okay,
we knew Mum and Dad couldn't afford the 360. Yeah. And then for Christmas, as a surprise, they got us the 360.
Yes.
And Gears of War. And we're like, oh my God, I was like 11.
Yeah.
Playing Gears of War. Look, Dad, you can chainsaw them in half.
Yeah.
So much fun. And then that was like, because we got Xbox Live as well, not long later. Yeah. That was such a formative like experience for me, really getting games.
Yeah, agreed.
Joe, I was going to say your go next.
What? Oh, right, yeah. So my earliest one was actually on Game Boy Pocket.
Yeah.
And I was playing Super Mario Land, and my mum looked over my shoulder and was like, what are you playing? Because my grandma got me for like Christmas or something.
Yeah.
And she's like, that looks interesting. And then the next day I got home from school and she was playing Super Mario Land on my Game Boy Pocket. And like she was further along than I was because she'd had the day off and she was just playing, I'll try what Joe was playing.
Yeah.
And she was like on the last, I think it's the squid boss is the last guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because half the level you're in a tiny submarine. And then you mushroom makes you a bigger submarine, and then you fight him at the end. And I was like, oh wow, what level are you on? And she says, I don't know. And then the credits rolled, and I was like, you've completed it. I was meant to complete it, and I had a little bit of a tantrum because it's like, oh, it's my game, and you finished it before me. But my favorite memory of another one that's grandma related actually. Halo 3 came out, and I asked my mum to buy it for me, so she did like a click and collect game. Yeah. And the email had come through and she'd messaged my grandma to go and like pick it up. So I'd have it at the end of the day after school. What my grandma did was she rang school and said that I had a doctor's appointment to go to. And she took me to go and get Halo 3.
Wow.
And then I had half the day in front of my friends to play Halo 3 because they were all getting it on the day of release as well. And I got to play it from like 12 o'clock because I just went home.
That's sick. That's sick.
That was such a good
Grandma is
a sick day.
He's a bro. She's a gaming bro.
Nice.
I do also quickly. Sorry, you go first.
It's a quick story, but it was something that changed the gaming in my house. So when the Mega Drive sort of days, my grandparents had bought me one for Christmas, and I was absolutely made up. It was like the big present for the last couple of years almost. It was Mega. It was really expensive at the time. So they bought me a brand new one. I think they got it from Argos kind of thing, and all set up on Christmas Day, and mine was broken.
Oh,
and everywhere, it was in the days where everything was closed. Now we managed to get it going for the day, but you had to retune it every time. There was all sorts of issues with it, so we took it back and got it replaced. But that started off a culture in my house where we got to try everything before the day, so you wouldn't be stuck on Christmas Day. But that led to me being a sneaky teen, and I remember getting a copy of the original Worms, and I knew I was getting it. So when they said, "Hey, go and check it works," so I go upstairs, I put it in, I turned it on, and put a normal CD back in the case and give them it, and then I had it 6 months earlier or something stupid like that, and sneaky teen life.
That is good. That is good.
What are you playing? Nothing.
Worms was fantastic as well.
It's World at War. Call it World at War.
I had a couple more, to be fair, that I'm remembering about family. I remember Mum buying us Super Smash Bros. Brawl, just randomly. We were in the shop, I think we were shopping, and we were both like, "Oh, there it is, Super Smash Bros. Brawl." And just at the end of the shop, she was just like, "I bought you a game." I was like, "Oh, no." And we just ran home, played that all night.
Nice.
And then our nan, we were saving up for a Nintendo 64, me and Brad, putting all our like measly pocket money into like this tub.
Even I don't remember this.
Yeah, it was like a tub of literally a tub of like pennies and coins, and we'd saved up like 60 quid.
I genuinely don't remember life before having a Nintendo 64.
Wow. Well, this is the prequel to your life.
He's lost every cards.
And then Nana just went, "Here's like 40 quid,"
and that was enough.
And that was enough. She just put like 40 quid in, and I was like, "Oh my God." And then Dad was going, "You can't do that. You can't do that. Like, there's too much money." Yeah. She's like, "No, they want it. They've saved up all this money.
They've tried.
They've tried." And then we got it. That's the when we got it. Yeah. Great times.
Wow. If only banks did the same thing.
Yeah.
You saved up $4,000 here, have another 6.
Yeah.
Here's your house.
We've been trying. Yeah.
So
have we got another question? That was a long one.
Yeah.
So I have a question from Stacey. It's a bit of a multiple sort of ask, really. So it's kind of like 2 or 3 questions, but I'll list it out in bit by bit because it kind of bolt together.
Yeah.
First of all, favorite handheld console ever, and favorite handheld console.
3DS.
Probably say
Game Boy Advance SP.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, that was
the one with the tattoo.
The what? Yeah, the silver one with the tattoo on it. I had the gold one with the Triforce on it.
Oh, no.
Oh, nice.
I'd probably back DS. Just DS.
I was going to say DS, but then I was like, well, 3DS could play. Then again, the DS could play Game Boy Advance games.
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
So
DS for me.
So similarly, the SP could play Game Boy Color games.
Yeah. DS.
I'm the only one not going retro. It's my deck. It's the best thing since sliced bread.
Get it?
Yeah.
Well, you can run all these games.
I might have a different answer in 6 months.
Yeah.
And game on it, I guess. Well, it's going to be Pokemon for all of you.
Yeah.
It's
Pokemon Emerald or Pearl.
So actually, my favorite Game Boy
silver.
Advance game was Sonic Battle.
Okay.
Nice.
Which is a Sonic fighting game.
I remember it vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, and there was a really original character in it called Emerl. And I don't think they've been in anything else, and I wish they'd bring him back because it was really cool.
I think
it was like a robot.
I think if Ben says his favorite game on his Steam Deck,
we know what it is.
It's just anything.
Well,
but
actually, it's not my best handheld game. It's not on the Steam Deck.
Okay,
it was actually Animal Crossing.
Oh,
but it was down to the time of life when we played it, because we played it in COVID. We did it as a family. We really enjoyed the game and loved it. And that kind of leads me into the next part of the question, which is what would you recommend to a newbie gamer to bring them in?
I'd say you're
Dark
gonna.
Souls.
I think you have to ask the newbie gamer a question first. It's like, what's your budget?
Well, also like, what's your interest?
What can you play?
Because
I think this is why it's linked to handheld, because it'll be sort of Switch sweetie kind of fun, cozy game, won't it?
I keep thinking of I've told Lucy to play Animal Crossing before, and she is just not interested. But for a lot of people, that is a perfect first game.
Yeah.
So it's hard. I'd say probably the best type of game is something you can play with someone else first, because even you're going to struggle. Yeah. It's going to be hard to get to grips with it, but having someone else there to help you through those harder moments, I think, is ideal.
Like I was gonna say It Takes Two for that exact reason.
100%. It's not on. I think it's on Switch actually. It Takes Two.
Yeah, is it on?
I think it might be.
Steam Deck.
I'll get a Steam Deck.
It Takes Two in general is one I would suggest.
Yeah.
If it was just on a handheld, I don't know.
It really does depend what sort of games or what sort of genres you like as well.
Yeah.
If you really like horror games, then you should probably play Resident Evil.
It Takes Two has so many genres in it. It'll allow you to determine what genre.
Try.
Yeah. And you've got your friend as backup.
Yeah, so It Takes Two.
I would lean towards the more casual side and say something like Stardew, even though because it does just take over. Even though at first, because Anya started playing it, as I'd mentioned, at first she went, "Oh my god, why does it look so bad?" And within minutes she'd forgotten.
Yes,
yeah.
And there's the aspect where it's like Animal Crossing, but you don't have to wait till the next real day.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Cool.
Weirdly, well, not weirdly, because this is how I started playing games. Really, Pokemon as well.
Yeah,
Pokemon
very light.
Mario.
One of the earlier ones, though.
Yes, definitely. The new ones are a bit.
Yeah, start with Ruby and Sapphire, best gen.
Yeah, Gen 3, 4, 5 are peak Pokemon.
Right,
definitely.
Jake, next question.
Okay, we've got one from Starkey. What is your second favourite gaming franchise? And do you have a game that you love but are embarrassed to admit?
Oh.
Second favourite? That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, is it that obvious what our favourites are?
Well, for mine, it's obviously Monster Hunter, isn't it?
Yeah, Witcher, Last of Us for Brad.
Yeah, so mine's probably
Ben?
War for
Question mark?
Second favourite.
What's your first?
His is Resident Evil.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, Fallout, Resi, somewhere around there. I don't know, because it's...
The other one is your second.
Yeah, basically.
Which is probably the same for me. It's God of War or Last of Us, so the other one is God of War or Last of Us.
What about you, Joe? Because I haven't thought of mine.
Can you class Smash Bros as a franchise? Because it has every other franchise in it.
It's definitely a franchise.
It's own thing, yeah.
But barring that, I'd say probably Armored Core, just from Armored Core 6.
That's what I would say for you.
Yeah. It was because I just spent so long in it, and I love the whole world it made.
I'd probably say which is like the fave, but Baldur's Gate.
Wow, fair enough.
I've rescinded my answer now. You've said yours. It's Cyberpunk 2077.
Yeah,
I was thinking
But Smash Bros is up there as one of the favourite franchises as well. Can you class it
as a franchise if there's only one game?
Well, there's 3 Baldur's Gates, but I've only played one.
There's only one side.
I mean, I'd only played Witcher 3 when I decided it was my favourite game out. And then, but I have played the others since.
I think the other question...
I really like Ghost as well, but there's only one of those.
I think the other question's interesting. Game that you're embarrassed to admit that you like. Now, I tend to follow the rule of you should never be embarrassed by things you like.
Yeah.
You know, I like Nickelback. Yeah. You know, am I embarrassed? Sometimes, but I shouldn't be.
No, they're actually good.
If you like something, you should like it.
Yeah.
Well, it's more about people are going to be surprised that that's what you're into.
Yes.
Rather than what you're embarrassed.
Now,
card games.
Yu-Gi-Oh! No.
But, you know, with that, I don't know. I'm thinking like if I was to tell my friends what I'm playing and they were to look at it and look at what I'm playing, they'd be like, what would that be? And but it's not like it's a bad game, because like Inscription comes to mind. But it's by far not a bad game. You know, it's an incredible game, but looking at it, you're like, Balatro. You know, people are looking at it like, what is that?
Well, that's why Yu-Gi-Oh! Comes to mind, because it's got that stigma of like, oh my god, you're a massive nerd.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes, you are.
But I think an easy one for me is Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Like, I've played through for some reason I decided, like in 2018, I was just going to play them all. when I saw the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3, I was like, I've never played these. It looks pretty fun. And I played through them, and that is definitely got embarrassing moments in it. It's just fun though. It's got fun gameplay.
I was thinking, when I read this question, I was thinking, like, I've not played it yet, but I did play the demo to Stellar Blade.
Okay.
And I just kind of thought of that a little bit because of what it looks like to anyone who sees you playing it. And to be fair, Wuchang has some outfits like that. So
fair enough.
I don't think I'm embarrassed to play anything that I enjoy playing. In fact, I enjoy the fact that I should be embarrassed about it. Do you know? I really don't care. The fact that I do play the most chorey games in the world, and if I'm not lifting a hay bale or doing something stupid like that, I don't like it.
Is the embarrassing factor where they go, shouldn't you be doing this in real life? Shouldn't you be tidying up the house, Ben?
That is my lawnmower simulator moment.
Driveway.
I think it's kind of one of those where if somebody asks you, as Brad said, if somebody asks you what you're playing and you were about to tell them, but then you hesitate, it's one of those. Yeah. Even if you are going to tell them.
Yeah.
Well, it just depends if they're in my garden and I'm playing Lawnmower Simulator.
On the Steam Deck, on the lawn.
At the minute, I could say it's Pokemon, but because the old Pokemon games are fantastic, but the new ones are
a bit embarrassing to play. What about you, Joe?
Mine is basically the whole reason I bought a PS Vita, actually, and it was to play the Project Diva Hatsune Miku games.
Okay.
Because they're really, really good rhythm games. And they're some of the most precise input rhythm games where it scores you like out of 1,000 for each one you do. So it's like quite granular for your timing and stuff. But some of the songs are just so damn catchy.
I think that fits that embarrassing to play, but you shouldn't be. Yeah.
It's like if someone was to go on my Amazon Music or whatever, and they saw that was on my playlist, they'd be like, listen to that.
Yeah.
So it's like that. But for the game, it's like, well, I like listening into it.
It's
so
like when you have a game and you get an achievement for it, and it's maybe a bit of an embarrassing game, but then it's forever locked to your account, and you've got an achievement from that weird game. I had a few, I can't remember what they are, but when I was achievement hunting a little bit, when I wanted like gamer score, and there was a few games like that were just easy to get achievements for, but then you look like it's a bit weird.
It makes you look like an achievement hunter because people know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Things like the King Kong game, which I actually unironically
the Peter Jackson one was really good.
Yeah, it was. People used to play it to get 1,000 Gs, but it was actually a good game in the end.
Yeah, it was. Shall I go next?
Yeah.
So I've got a question from Stonesy. It's a two-parter. So the first part of it is who is considered the best all-round gamer, and the second part of it is who would win in a Smash Bros match where all of you played as random characters. So I want to tackle the second one first.
That's Joe.
It's Joe.
It's Joe, hands down.
We've done it numerous times. It's Joe. Every single time, Joe.
If we're ever going to stream anything, we should probably stream that, just Joe kicking our ass at Smash Bros.
But one out of 10 fights because we'll end up ganging up.
Even
then, me and Brad
still beats us most of the time.
Me and Brad have just gone, just go after Joe. Go after Joe, and he still beat us.
But the other part is an interesting one there. Who's considered the best all-round gamer? So
that is interesting.
I think
I'd say for competitive gaming, probably Brad.
Well, I think we should rank. Should rank.
Well, I will quickly say that I think it's just kind of back to the what inspired you to do the pod and stuff. We all have very different interests. We do overlap in parts, like Ben and Brad really like horror Resident Evil games. I really like platformers. Joe likes platformers a bit, I think.
Depending. I wouldn't turn them away, but they're not.
But everyone has their
everyone who loves RPGs
interest. If you were to say collect 100 random games and all of us play them and rank each of us in those, who would be on top? So my list would be Joe, Jake, me, Ben.
Really?
Sorry, Ben. Yeah. Sorry, Ben.
I think it's mostly on a time basis thing for Ben, though. You don't get as much game time.
I'm not saying Ben's bad at games.
Ben is fantastic at survival games.
I don't do
whoop us all.
I don't do PvP.
Yeah,
I don't do it in anything.
Fast paced of things, and like PvP or a co-op shooter or whatever.
Shooters I don't do.
Yeah.
I just there's not enough to it for me.
Anything you need to read.
Racing.
Anything you need to read, Ben?
I've got to read it fast, stuffed.
Yeah. So I want to know what other people's rank.
God damn it, I'll build a castle while you guys are still in a shack.
Why? So specifically, why is Joe number one and I'm above you? Or
well, I just find every time I play with Joe, he's usually just the best at that game. It might just be the games we've played, but he always has the most amount of time and just knows what he's doing and just like kicks ass. Which I can't say like loads of games, but like Smash Bros.
I think when you really love a game, Joe, you get into it.
You've said this about other things before, like hobby wise.
Oh yeah, when Joe wants to do something, he does it 110%. Yeah. He's committed.
It's literally the only thing I focus on for like 6 months. Something else.
And then as for me and you, Jake, I've just always found, some games I'm probably better than you at, but if we're both into a game, you usually just pick me more times than I pick you.
Really? That's interesting, because I've always looked at it the other way, and maybe that's just like brotherly competition.
Probably, yeah.
I've always like, you always pick me.
It's very hard for me to admit that, by the way.
Maybe it's because you focus more on your own losses than your own wins.
Probably.
Like, I'm thinking when we play co-op games, like Remnant, for example, Great Souls Light, you're usually better at it than me.
I'd say we're pretty even at that one.
Yeah, but at least I think I've got a bit better over the years.
But when it comes to like the thinking type of games, I think you usually pick me on those.
I do
like
definitely.
Where you got to do planning and party comp and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I definitely do a lot more trophy hunting as well, I suppose.
Anyone else got any lists?
I think that's right, but I think me and you are a bit more interchangeable. Joe's the true gamer here.
You see, I would say I probably have the least gaming time out of all of you, because you always seem to have got further ahead in like all the games we've played for the podcast, at least. Because I don't know, I don't feel like I've got a busy schedule, but I feel like
never have time.
I never have time to play the games.
So do you put yourself last?
But I think you have time. I think when you do it, you have time to play the games you really want to play.
Yeah. Like I'll try and set aside a time as best I can, but for that time, I'll only play the games that I know I can get good at.
Yeah.
It depends on the game. I think you're better at shooters as well, Brad. Just throw that
fair.
there.
What about you, Ben?
I feel like you'd smoke me at Halo.
I used to be really good at Halo. I'll throw that out as
well. From the Tectonica factory experience, I think you're all awful at that, because
it's
not logical.
I'm right at the bottom.
If you talk about those sort of games, Ben, you are leagues ahead of all of us. It's definitely Ben, Joe, and then maybe me, Jake.
I mean, I'm playing with two engineers and they still can't work out a simple factory line. I think the biggest part of us is we're that much of a mixed batch. Is what makes the pod work, really.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know whether we can rank based on that. I'm not trying to say it like you're all so much better, or you're not. I don't think you can rank us, because we're two very different. I will not go anywhere near anything that Joe's good at, because what's the point?
True.
Because when Joe's good, Joe's good. Yeah. That's it.
It's like putting F1 drivers against rally drivers. They're just
different.
It's the same moment,
Same, but different.
You say your FPS, I can't be arsed with you.
Yeah.
I just can't be bothered with it. It's not enough gaming for me.
I don't play FPS because I know there's some sweaty teenager who takes days off school to play.
Throw an axe from 300 miles away and it'll manage to hit me square in the forehead.
Is that sweaty teenagers whose grandparents ring up to say that you've got a doctor's appointment at 12 to take the day off school so they can play? Anyway, Joe, do you have another question for us?
I feel like Halo's a bit different in terms of FPS.
To be fair, I was only playing the campaign.
Yeah.
My last question I've got here is actually not from someone who's in the Discord. It's from my partner, Courtney. And she goes, what revelations have you had about your own gaming style and preferences over the time you've spent doing the podcast?
For me, definitely that I need to go outside of my comfort zone and like box a bit more, because some of my favourite games I've played over the past 2 years have been games that I wouldn't otherwise have picked or played.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you there.
Yeah, definitely. Same.
I would never have played Dredge if you hadn't brought it up. I loved it.
Yeah.
Same with Just On, I suppose. Yeah, I just wouldn't have had time.
Even thought to look at it.
Yeah.
Game Pass like library.
Yeah, and just try more indie games, because some of my favorite games have been indie games. You know?
Yeah.
Pick stuff.
I lost in Random Eternal Die. I was like, oh, that's got a dice on the screen. I'll check that out.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with
play more dice games. That's just
play more dice games.
I think it's go more off vibes as well.
Yeah.
Like if you're just going off what everyone's telling you to play, then you might get burnt. But if you actually
that's why I got burnt on Expedition 33.
Yeah,
there you go.
Everyone was like, this is the best game in the world. Everyone needs to try this. It's like 10 out of 10, going to be game of the year. And I was all that pressure to play it and all that pressure to enjoy it. I was like, it's not for me.
If you didn't like the look of it, then there's no point. Whereas I suppose the opposite side of that is, for me, even before it was out, I was like, that's going to be good. That looks like my sort of game.
Yeah.
What about you, Ben?
I have just a memory of starting this pod, and all Brad did was whinge about the fact that we've made our backlogs into 4 backlogs and a lot more. But yeah, the pod's definitely made me play things that I wouldn't have entertained at all. And don't get me wrong, it had just as so started with me because of Game Pass. My brain had started going, you know what, stuff it. But as soon as we started the pod, trying to play the games that you guys have wanted to play, changed my world quite a lot.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It really has.
It changed like what you'd want to give a go after what you'd already given a go.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think you said something to me the other day off pod as well, Brad, about, well, you said at the start of this podcast, you don't have to carry on playing games if you're just not jiving with them as well.
Yeah.
You don't have to finish them.
Yeah.
You can move on to the next one. I definitely like shorter games now as well.
Don't
know about you,
because you can get them done and talk about them.
Yeah.
100%.
So that's like a big part of the podcast is you want to share your experience or something. And if you've only got through like 2 levels or something, you can't really do that.
Yeah.
The levels are like super hard or something.
It takes us longer to get through games than like other people in podcasts, because they play just a lot more than we do. So we don't want to be talking about the same game for months.
Well, we have jobs as well.
But
usually we work full time.
Yeah.
It's their job.
Yeah. Cool.
I think for me, the thing I've come to realize is you don't have to play the games on the hardest mode. You can put it on easy mode and enjoy the game.
Yeah.
Just to see the story.
Just as much as the person who plays Gears of War on Insane, I'd play it on Please Don't Hurt Me, I Don't Want to Die. You still get all the functions of the game. It doesn't take anything away from you.
I used to play every game on the normal difficulty and the hardest difficulty. Like I just used to do that for everything.
Yeah.
Whereas
as soon as you finish it, go back. Yeah.
I've not done that in 15 years, something like that.
Yeah,
but it used to be something I do all the time. Awesome. Well, thanks for the question.
Yeah.
I'll tell her.
Ben, have we got another question?
So I have another question from Kasharoo in the Discord. I was thinking about the most positive game memory experience. I should have phrased that as a question, shouldn't I, idiot? So your most favourite and positive experience whilst gaming?
Okay.
I suppose we've sort of touched on
I'd say we kind of
the other question.
Have a bit.
Yeah.
I have one. I can go.
Yeah, go for it.
Mine was during COVID. Me, my wife, and my daughter, we all started playing Just Dance together. Maybe that should have been one I was embarrassed about.
Yes.
We all started playing Just Dance together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And honestly, the laugh we had doing it, it was everything. It was exercise. It was a good laugh, a good way of playing. The different songs we all chose compared to each other.
Yeah.
We had such a good time with it. Genuinely good time. But I'm not embarrassed about it. You see, I dance like a ripe fruit.
I think jumping off the back of that, it's any experience that you remember playing with other people. For me, there was a time just before, I think it was just before we started the pod in general, and Jake and Joe came round to mine and we played Smash Bros all night. And it was just a good time. We lost every game because Joe won, but we did the mode where you run out of characters and you just random it. Yeah. And I love that. I think so. Experiences like that are definitely the best. I think for me, the one that stands out is when me and you were playing Rock Band, Jake, and we downloaded the Who pack.
Yes.
Quadrophenia pack, I think it was, because my dad's favourite band is The Who.
Yeah.
And we've just played through the set list, front to back, Jake and drums, me and guitar, my dad singing. And it was just
that was a good
old time.
That That was really good. I've got another one in the COVID times as well, and again with It Takes Two, playing with my wife Dulcie. We got so into it, and we were just laughing all the way through it. And one night we were just like, let's finish it, and we stayed up till like 3 or 4 in the morning, and it was like over Christmas period as well. And I just remember being like, what a fantastic game.
We did
fantastic memory.
We did the same sort of thing with Witcher last year, where we didn't stay up that late, but we stayed up way later than we normally would, playing through it. And because it's Christmas, it's just a lovely time. You don't have to be up for anything. It was cozy. It was great. Yeah,
definitely.
Joe?
It's like a collection of, they're all pretty recent, like good gaming memories. The first one would be when we played Halo Reach. I was only there for the second part of it.
Oh,
local setup. That was all really fun. And it really took me back to being, like, I didn't know you guys in high school, but I did this with other people at high school. And like did a Halo 3 night or something like that, or a Halo ODST day, like a weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
Second one was the Smash tournament at that convention we went to.
Yeah, that was good.
We were all invested in that. It was the only like esports thing I've ever been involved in.
Yeah.
And like just how even the small crowd we'd gathered on all of our matches, they were all like so like into what we were doing.
Yeah, and there was like commentary and everything.
He's done that strategy. I'm like, I'm not doing a strategy. Just reacting to what's happening. Yeah. It was like having live commentators, and it like gives you such a buzz. And like I get why people do it, but I'm definitely not the sort of level that they do it at.
Yeah.
You dedicate your life to that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then the third one, and these aren't in any sort of order of like best to worst, is Courtney was actually the one that got me into Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Because she got it on Xbox, I think, first. And she started a farm and she saw that it was co-op, and she was like, oh, do you want to grab a second controller and we'll do this farm together? I was like, oh, yeah. But then we found we ended up basically working on the farm and doing shifts.
Yeah.
So when she was at work, I'd work on the farm. And like when I was at work, she'd do like all the people interaction bits because it was her character that was doing the story stuff. And like the second player can't do those bits. You just have like a little house down at the bottom of the farm.
Yeah.
And it was just like really cool, really, like very twee, cute. I was like, oh, it's like we've got a second job.
Yeah.
Running this farm, and it's
cute
like
though, yeah.
The whole universe of Stardew Valley is great.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And like we got to the end game, which I didn't realize existed in Stardew Valley.
Same.
There's like a second set of cave networks in the desert, and then once you finish that, you go to this place called Ginger Island, where there's a volcano. I didn't know any of this existed. I only thought it was a little farming sim.
Yeah.
With like loads of stuff that I think playing it on my own I would never have discovered. I would have just done the farm life bit and be like, oh, is this the game?
Yeah.
But she got into it because she watched streamers playing it, and I was like, oh yeah, let's give it a go. I'll run the farm while you're at work on your late shift, and I'll do it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cute. Nice. Off the back of the Halo Reach night as well, doing Halo 3 and the Age of Empires night was really good.
Yeah.
I think it's just doing anything with people. Is
definitely
so much better.
Definitely.
Right?
It elevates the game.
Definitely.
Right, Jake, do you have any more questions?
I have no more questions.
I do. I've got one more. I've got one from...
This must be the last one.
Is it? Maybe. I've got one from Nadia92.
Okay.
And it says, would you guys do any sort of live streams like Jackbox or sorts where we can participate as audience members, or gaming sessions streamed at all? So I've never played a Jackbox game. I don't really know what
fun.
they are, but I've seen like little bits.
I've seen clips, yeah.
Is it ones where a streamer would play it and then the audience can like interact? Is that correct? Yeah. I mean, I'd definitely be up for something like that. We have looked at doing streams.
We've talked about
before.
It a few
we
times,
just never got it off the ground.
Yeah, I'd really like to get something set up. The big thing for us at the minute is just time.
Yeah.
So it's trying to squeeze it in.
Schedules.
Yeah. But maybe we can... We were talking about doing a big thing where we all come together and do a live stream for the day. So that might be on the card still.
Yeah.
And then we could set something up. I'm trying to think what games we'd play. I'm 100% playing XCOM 2 if we do that, because it'd be funny.
We could each pick a game, and then we could have a time that's convenient for other people.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. But definitely be up for something like that.
Well,
just
I think we'll try and organise something in the Discord when we've got our heads together to try and do it.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely something we're looking into. Stay tuned.
Yeah. 100%. Right, is that it for questions then?
I've got no more.
No.
No, I'm sick of y'all.
We need to let Ben go ride his bike.
Yeah. But no, that was great.
That was really
those are really good questions.
Definitely.
A lot, I don't think we've answered them before, those ones.
No, there are a lot of
unique ones. I mean, it means a lot to us that people care enough to ask us these questions in the first place.
100%.
So we'll definitely do it again.
It's great.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll definitely do it again.
I'm loving the little community we're building over the 2 years it's been.
Yeah. Again, if anyone has any questions that they want to ask outside of a Q&A session, please do.
100%. 100%.
We'll answer it. And if it's outside of a Q&A, maybe we can spend a bit longer on the questions because we're not trying to get through everyone's.
Yeah.
Yeah, really enjoyed that.
No, definitely. That was a good one, guys.
It was.
Well, we should probably wrap up. So next episode is going to be our Bury by Backlog episode on Driver San Francisco.
Yeah.
So look forward to that, and we'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.